fight though. Team Liquid, this is a similar zone to what we saw TL walk in on and win last week when they went back to back. We'll see if they can do it again here. TL's in a really good spot.
Yeah, Team Liquid, again, they have no reason to overextend right now. They know that there's no squad that's going to sandwich them, unlike Sentinels right now that are playing off the low ground, Luminosity, who are playing on the outskirts of this building. They're seeing the situation, and they don't want to get heavily involved because that's going to enable Team Liquid to actually contest them as a third party. So it looks like they're just going to be standing back, allowing Sentinels to now take up this space, deal with the squad that's inside. That's going to be MPS.
Yeah, that's right. That ult from Seer gave them all the intel that they needed, so they know exactly where MPS is inside. They know that Luminosity is on the other side of that building. All three of these teams are going to sit there and fight, and guess what? Liquid's just going to profit. They're just going to sit here and watch, poke and prod from afar, but TL find themselves in a very, very good position to win this game, while all the other three are going to be in a bloodbath.
Marcus looking great right now. So free for Team Liquid because they are just taking up all this space for no extra charge. Luminosity on the high ground still, looking at where Team Liquid is. I like the fact that Luminosity haven't really overextended just because they have made aware of where Team Liquid is. But they may not have a choice with the circle closing into their back. They want to be able to capitalize off of this extra KP.
4 Newcastle teams, 2 of them, 50% make it to the late game here. MPS with Newcastle alongside Team Liquid. Ascend just dominated with Newcastle on Storm Point in our EMEA region, showcasing the stock of Newcastle rising in real time here. Shubi, newest addition to this team, as Luda no longer on this team. Has to go big for this squad right now. Join them from Blackhand. Here comes the fight. It's going to be Shubi taking out Tech. Tech decides to initiate and gets knocked early, but it's going to be last alive. I'm Madness, the IGL for this team, down to 40 HP in some way, somehow. Able to survive. Senon's not going to do it. They get taken out alongside MPS. LG remains, and now we have a clean 3v3, Vicky.
Yes, they do, and you know what's coming in. It's the Bangalore smoke. It's the Bloodhound Beast of the Hunt popped. Team Liquid now are trying to find a way to go in, but it's the Rolling Thunder. That's the insurance. Nocturnal gets taken down. Luminosity now are going to be able to negate the third-party opportunity that Team Liquid really wanted in this situation.
And Luminosity Gaming does it in a game that they had no business winning, with Team Liquid in a great position. LG sneaks it away. The Digi threat was huge right there, Vicky. All the intel plus the Bangalore smoke, and just like that, LG picks up right where they left off last Pro League day with a first place dominant victory.
The Digi threat, the Beast of the Hunt, Bloodhound scans. Are you kidding me? The team comp working beautifully for Luminosity. And let's not forget the interview that we had with Luminosity when they had their pop-off day. It's not about what comp is really good for Luminosity. No, they stated they want to play with whatever feels right to them, whatever they have fun with. And look at that. It paid off at the very end of that game number 1.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great point. They are one of 2 teams running Bangalore. Sorry, one of 4 teams running Bangalore. One of 2 teams running Bloodhound. They don't care what the flavor of the month is. They don't care what is in meta. They play a team comp that works well for them, and it showed right there. I mean, they're a fragging team, a team that is so good at close range and in these close range fights. And why not play Bangalore? Why not play Bloodhound? Why not give yourself all that information and play to your play style? That's exactly what LG did right there. And to be fair, Team Liquid does the same thing.
Yo, boys, what's up?
You know, really outsmarting and outwitting your opponents. And
Vicky's a bitch. I didn't get to see that. I didn't get to see that fight. I didn't get to see that fucking end game there. I want to watch this. Weed Jack at delays. Yeah, look at this, boys. Hang on. Weed Jack at delays. Yeah, look at this, boys. Hang on. Weed Jack at delays. What was that? I got. What is this? Whoop! 3 fucking edibles right here.
On the high ground still, looking at where Team Liquid is.
I'm gonna
I like the fact that Luminosity haven't really overextended just because they have made aware of where Team Liquid is. But they may not have a choice with the circle closing into their back. They want to be able to capitalize off of this.
All right, you guys ready?
KP.
4 Newcastle teams, 2 of them, 50% make it to the late game here. MPS with Newcastle alongside Team Liquid. Ascend just dominated with Newcastle on Storm Point in our EMEA region, showcasing the stock of Newcastle rising in real time here. Shubi, newest addition to this team, as Luda no longer on this team. Has to go big for this squad right now. Join them from Blackhand. Here comes the fight. It's going to be Shubi taking out Tech. Tech decides to initiate and gets knocked early, but it's going to be last alive.
Yeah, we make our own edibles and shit, boys.
Down to 40 HP.
And those were just gummy bears, not Starburst.
Senon's not going to do it. They get
2v2. Oh, it's a 3v3 now.
LG remains, and now we have a clean 3v3, Vicky.
Oh, dude, no way. He just beamed him.
It's the Bloodhound Beast of the Hunt popped. Team Liquid now are trying to find a way to go in, but it's the
Yo, Caitlin, what the fuck? We were talking about you last night, Caitlin. All the boys were horny for you. They're like, there's no girls in here anymore. What the hell?
Team Liquid really situation.
And Luminosity Gaming does.
Wow, Luminosity actually wins that? That's crazy.
Liquid in a...
That's actually crazy.
What we see this from Resulta's point of view? No, Resulta was in shambles, in a terrible spot, but somehow turned it into a one clip that he was able to get to break ice, and they somehow win.
What do you mean? I mean, all the boys were asking about you last night, Caitlin.
At least that's a big game for them. Meanwhile, Space Station picked up a couple 2 easy kills against Smiley.
Oh, the horny little boys were asking for you last night.
Sentinels after they took out Team 100 Thieves here, and in the end, Zenile almost went insane.
Oh, no way.
Clutch, literally 10 HP away from doing it. But
Jesus.
in the 1v1.
Even
I'm flattered, as you should be.
Only a lone survivor, but you have another squad to worry about at the same time. They get cleaned up. A lot of the chaos of the
Man, I wish I had chopsticks. So much easier. That's a I don't know if it's that.
Always impressed every single time.
Yeah,
Epstein moment? I don't think so.
Sentinels and MPS. I'm trying to see here. Senox here leads himself and Crust alive. I think Sentinels got 3rd.
Dude, how do you not win
Alive in
this?
this scenario.
Oh, the circle.
Yeah, the first team winners
The
MPS.
circle.
Okay, so Sentinels does get themselves an additional 2 kill points and the placement point, which is big. And here's the final moment. We didn't see the digit.
Jack and I are gonna have our own island. Maybe they get away from people, yeah.
Lost that fight and played it really, really wide. Played some angles like the Insanes back in the day and find themselves on.
Fabosi's in the hospital. Hang on, why, Caitlin? Why? What?
Points, first place, 8 kills.
Caitlin, why? Tell me now. What the fuck? Car crash? No. Fuck off. Are you serious, dude? Are you actually serious? Where's my boy? Oh, I'm gonna do that. Exposing Brad here. Let's just go like this. Sure. No fucking way. Where's my boy? Where's Fabosi? No. Fuck off. Bro. He's fine. Alright. This chick annoys me. This Vicky chick annoys the shit out of me.
Is this the right roster for FaZe? I think just give this team time is all that they need. I think
Ditched on the stream? Well, I'm happy you told me. Well, I'm not happy he's in a car accident. I'm happy you told me about it though, because like, holy shit, that's fucking crazy. First it was you, now it's him. You know what I mean? Is it very common for car accidents in the UK or something? Like, am I missing something here? Because that's like the 4th person I know that lives in the UK to get in a car accident. It wasn't him driving. That's why. No, this annoying bitch, Vicky. Seriously. Car crashes are very common. It's because of your fucking shitey roads, man. Your shite roads. It was Caitlin driving. Oof, rip. 249. He's getting close.
Yo, Canadian, welcome back.
Getting close.
Oh, you just popped in here. What the hell? Goddamn. How are you doing? How are you doing?
Doing good, bro.
Gemini, Cozy, Octave, Tom, Jackie,
Get this 255.
Nick, Left Freddy, and then Crazy Crafter. Yo, Canadian dude, thank you, man.
Get this.
Having a good weekend. This is my last stream here for this run.
Doing good, bro. Get this.
I'm trying my best here. Overall, the game's been pretty good. Got a few bugs now just now, and then
Nice.
the only bad thing is I didn't get a max out of my pods.
Oh no. I
Pretty great if I got it, but oh well.
no max. That's rough.
Thank you so much for that, Canadian. Let me just update this real quick.
No max. That's actually so rough from his pods. That's so bad.
Yeah, that's rough, man.
That is so rough. Holy shit.
Yo, Suntex the 5 month. Why not? Pod.
That's actually so shit, dude. Him not getting that max ammo is gonna set him back at least like an hour. I'm about to there and check on him here and there. Dude, it's crazy good. Yo, Insomnia is nuts, dude. Insomnia is fucking legend, bro. Insomnia is a legit legend.
Their entire journey. We started with them early in the game. Obviously, it's a big story highlighting them in 28th place in Pro League right now, and we watched them get their 13-kill third place finish.
I literally watched him for 12 hours the other night. A full 12-hour stream, just not even paying attention. Like, holy fuck. Lots of idiots on the road here. Caitlin, don't talk about yourself like that, okay? Come on now, girl. Yo, Caitlin, how's work been going? Like, are you still working at the dog saloon? Have you been getting like fucking? Did you get that raise and shit like that? I remember you talking about you were gonna get a raise and become like a manager or something. But Insomnia is a crackhead. I mean, dude, Insomnia is definitely not a crackhead. Dude, a man's never done a drug in his life other than like Tylenol probably. But like, I respect that. You know what I mean? I like how that guy literally shook his screen no when he was trying to pick up that optic. That was pretty funny. Why is this only 48 p? It's so good. Oh, okay. I took that a little too literal. I took that a little too literal. Dude, Insomnia is actually intelligent as fuck, bro. Insomnia is actually super smart. He's a fucking... He's an accountant, bro. This man's like super gifted with numbers. I watched him do like multiple fucking equations in his head the other night on stream. It was fucking nuts. I didn't even know you could get into that spot.
You got taken out in a good spot. If you're gonna die early, if you're gonna die in general in Apex, especially my ranked teammates, this is a message to all of you. Please die in a place that is retrievable of your banner, not in the middle of the open.
Yeah.
Halfway through Jurassic Park, please. It looks like Complexity will get this res, but Space Station will hear it. A couple other teams will hear it nearby.
You know your way around numbers.
To 8th and third party, or if they let things be, we'll be back to a full 60 in this lobby overall.
I was gonna.
There is a beacon to the north of Complexity, so you could
I was gonna say something, but I'll bite my cheek on that one.
Complexity just taking their time as we take a look at Space Station, who are just making their way after taking.
Man, that fucking sucks, dude. I hope Fabosi's okay. Like, Kaylin, do you know if he's actually injured at all or anything?
From the low to high ground here of the launch pad, so that way they're gonna be able to get to the other side.
Like, fuck.
There's another beacon to
Yo, there's a 2x4 right there. Ping that for your boys. Don't be a shit. Go on.
Yeah, that's right.
No, I don't remember. What did I say? What did I say? Bro, why are you dropping? You literally just crafted a purple mag for that, bro. That's an L.
In this lobby on Stormpoint, no contests. We've had some exciting ones here in North America. We've had
Go on.
Barometer. We've had some fights over in Lightning Rod. We saw Tripods versus Sentinels on World's Edge.
Nothing life-threatening? Fuck, man.
Will not be the case. Things are starting to neutralize a little bit. And that's one thing that's kind of cool about the Pro League format, Vicky, is two things. One, different groups obviously have different drop spots, and you're gonna have to adjust to your playstyle.
So long as he's alright. Did he like pretty bad concussion? Where did they get hit? Do you know? Like, he's obviously in the passenger side, but like, where did he get hit?
Because of how risky those 50-50s earlier on are too, because when you
Outbreak's fucking terrible. I fucking hate that shit.
You want to make sure you do it in the first initial games on Stormpoint before you feel like you're scrambling for a last.
No brain damage, bro. I've got brain damage.
So we take a look at Dark Zero, one of our other squads that we were highlighting in the pre-show right now. They're gonna be hanging out on the outskirts of Bunker. They are literally painting the map right now with Sharky's Watson fences, and they're not gonna be leaving from this.
Igman, yeah, whatever you say, homie.
Any sort of rotation from any of the
Eggman, whatever you say, dog. Let's see what the map's looking like here real quick. See what the map's looking like. Get this shit popping up to 1080p. Missed the tree by like inches. They got lucky. Do you speak Turkish? Nah, dude. I'm from Canada. I don't know any Turkish. Yo, these teams are late. These phase. All those teams are late. Wow. Caitlin, please, if you talk to him, give him my best wishes. You know what I mean? Like, give my man Fabozi a hug for me or some shit, please. That's just sad. Holy fuck. Hopefully, like, I'm just glad he's okay. You know?
So it's great on them to be able to actually contest.
Oh fuck, this ramen's hot. Only turkey I know is the one I ate the other weekend. Only turkey I know is the one I ate the other weekend, bro.
Yeah, and then one last thing, we have this up. I want to draw your eyes to the west of the map where you see FaZe and Rack Attack in zone right now.
Caitlin, what else is new with you though? Like, how's work and like shit like that? How's life? You still going to Raven and shit all the time? This is such a bad building to hold. LG, this is such a bad building to hold. I wouldn't be holding this, but...
I'm mostly concerned of the squads that are going to be playing on the edge of the circle who are already in that next circle and are going to basically see all these squads fighting outside of the circle as an early Christmas morning for them. All the free KP for them to actually contest. Like the likes of G2 who are actually been playing on the edge of the circle so far. They're also going to have Beacon once again.
I only eat turkeys, bro.
Take a look at Luminosity. They're just emoting, you know? They're just having some fun.
Work is busy, man. It's hard. Caitlin, I thought you were like trained to do this though. It shouldn't be that hard. You're only cutting dog's hair, right? Can't be that hard. Actually, what am I saying? I've never cut dog's hair in my life, so I take that back. I take that back, yo. Wait. I take that back. Yeah, no, I take that back. I've never cut dog's hair before, like I said, so... Yo, English only, my man. English only, homie. Yo, those aren't from the dogs, though, Caitlin. Those are from the boys at the raves. Don't lie to me, girl. Don't lie to me. See through that little white lie right there.
Now they're trying to scoop up as much KP as they possibly can. They could try to finish them off. 20 squads still alive in this lobby. Optic Gaming, though, have the rampage in the hands of Skittle Cake, so they
you caught me.
Weapons.
Hands up.
Yeah, revved up as well for Skittle. They currently find themselves as the kings of the hill. Top of the hill right now with a couple teams.
Man, people having orgies makes me uncomfortable. Tears, you worry about too much about other people, bro. You gotta just worry about yourself, dog. You know what I mean? Other people, what other people do shouldn't affect you. Bro, is this kid fucking stupid or something? Why would he jump down and fight that? Do I play the COD Ghost game? I've played COD Ghost before. I don't really play it too religiously, but... You're not drunk enough? Hey, man. Have a shot for me. Here, I'm using my mic for...
Of this building, and he does manage to pop it. Is he going to be able to fully reset? Madness also reset with a quick shield swap. He's got the purple evil and he got the res.
Yeah, and surely Keon got that intel, right? Surely he heard the res came through. Obviously, res pop out early. Newcastle reses will help.
So what raves have you been to? Like, who have you gone to see perform recently?
And obviously the guard was damaged quite a bit in that three-way fight. Bots clearly left their mark, but
see you, good luck. Yo, Eggman, thank you, bro.
I like what I'm seeing from this roster.
Thug Duck, what's up?
And sending the guard packing litter.
BO1, brother.
See if that rat manages to get out of the way. MPS now fully stabilized, fully being able to reset. No other squad to contest, even though that fight did take a little bit of time, surprisingly. I was expecting maybe a squad coming in from Cascade Falls since it's on the other side of that rock to their left.
Wish could help for everyone. Facts, yeah, same.
Earlier when we saw the map, we did see CLG and Oxygen in Cenote Cave. Curious to see what's going on with that if we go to the map one more time. Or nonetheless, I'm not sure what's going on with that fight, but just keep an eye on that, keep a close understanding. That fight did go through. Rack Attack.
Man, I wish I had chopsticks right now.
Also have rotated. Surely we saw them on the Trident. And now we find CLG in zone. Here we go. So CLG was able to make it out. Oxygen still.
Boys, I had a few edibles there earlier.
Decided not to fight. Here's our team running Catalyst. It's gonna be Mamba rocking Catalyst.
You should be playing in this. No way. Aw. Tell Fabozi we are waiting for him to come back. We can't wait for him. We've been missing him.
maybe a different composition.
We've missed him.
Very similar to kind of what we saw
You should be
from
playing in this,
Brazil.
bro. I wish. I feel as though honestly I would be good enough to play in the LGS if I had a good enough team.
It's always very interesting to see. I mean, of course,
He was in a car accident, Thug Duck. He's gonna be in the hospital for a little bit. I feel as though I'd be good enough to play in this shit, bro. Yeah, I just need like the proper team. I need somebody to call. Like I need somebody to be making calls and shit while I just run around and fry. You know what I mean? Tell someone to point. All I would need is someone to tell me to point and shoot. And I just follow their plan. Do we need a Fabosi party when he arrives? Yo, count on it. Since Friday night? Yo, he was in here last night too. That's crazy. He was in here last night too. He stopped, said hello, and then just left. Why is it such shit quality, bro?
Always interesting to see how the different type of composition also.
Is Energy still alive?
The pace of the game.
Energy is still alive.
Making the rotation uphill. Skyward dive from the guard though, as Keon is still alive as a solo. He's passing so many teams, but he's going uphill, so he won't be able to get as much distance as he really wants. He's unable to also get the banners from the rest of his teammates, so he's just forced to play as a rat the entire time.
Apparently, it's pretty fucked up. Project Trek.
It's gonna be G2, the exterminators, right now.
Bro, hit a shot, buddy. Come on. Chaotic Munch.
Last member of the guard, Keon, he's gonna be down.
Is yay. Hit a shot, bro.
Keep an eye on Keon and his journey as he's just trying to find a way to survive. Meanwhile, I want to point out so many teams outside of zone right now. We have Complexity, we have Rack Attack, CLG.
This is a bad idea. I would have healed already.
G2, 100 Thieves, and Sentinels, as well as NRG, but barely.
Was there a bad one? Oh my god!
Journey finally comes to an end.
Holy shit, what a shot. You guys see that? Oh my god, what a shot right there. Just looked like an aimbot. Just walked right onto the kid. That's dirty. That was dirty.
Here comes that catalyst wall that we also got to see here from CLG. They're playing right behind it, so MPS doesn't really have a lot of.
Oh, what a nade!
That's right. It's MPS, it's CLG, and Rack Attack, all within the vicinity. Another three-way fight. Last time, MPS barely got.
Bro, I haven't. What happened on Highway 7? This was like a couple weeks ago.
Back to full, and right
This was a couple weeks ago. The Highway 7 one, right? I think I read about that in the news actually. Yo, you gotta get out of there, buddy.
That's gonna be Rack Attack right now, moving in from the high ground. MPS having to play off the low ground and off of.
Bro, what are you guys doing? You guys gotta leave that spot, man. It's just fucking stupid. These guys, CLG, MPS, I mean, are just. Madness just killed himself. Oh, he's lucky.
Madness finds himself a little crevice, a little rat spot to heal back up. Medkit's gonna be popping.
It was in Peterborough, yeah. I remember that.
CLG lost Dimmy.
I remember reading about that. CLG, damn.
To their name if they would like it. And guess what? Right by is Rack Attack. I don't know how many members of Rack Attack are alive right now, but I think all teams have a casualty.
Yeah, they got a knock right here too. The fact that CLG was able to split their attention to MPS and then Rack Attack and still stay alive. Look at the way that Nano is playing off of this.
Oh, 80. Why isn't Mamba healed yet? Mamba's an idiot. He should have been healing.
That's right. What a fight. This has had multiple phases to this fight, and guess what? Phase number 3, the last phase, is going to be, well, I think this squad, CLG, backing out, resetting, and giving Bowser a chance to heal up. As I say that, though, CLG gets some damage in. And they know the zone's closing in on them.
Your cars scare you? Yeah, I'm not a big car guy personally, so I don't really drive too much. I don't like that shit. I don't like cars too much. Not my thing.
They lose Dimmy on Valk, so they're gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way by walking.
Unfortunate right there, but with the sky.
Only thing that's happened there is a drunk idiot crashed into a house. That sounds fun.
Out of this lobby, MPS also on their last legs right here. Shubi playing around the.
Oh my god!
So he gets the deletion and Rack Attack get eliminated.
Shubi just fucking shit on those kids.
And cleaning up so much KP while he's at it.
Yeah, that's right. Shubi, kill leader with 3, but you wonder for how long. Last alive, he's in zone, and can he just rat like a troll under the bridge right now? Looks like he might be able to. We'll see for how long. Yeah, Resulta just got a kill on Jaguar.
Buddy, this guy's just gotta stay there and just not move.
Taking out G2. Had a casualty, they lose 1.
That was nutty.
In zone. First attempt took out FaZe Clan, I believe. So FaZe is out of this lobby as well. We talked a lot about them, the importance of them performing today. Not the best. Game number 2 is.
He still managed to drive away? Jesus Christ.
A lot of rats in the game.
What a weirdo.
A lot of unfinished squads, and Optic Gaming have been on the high ground for a really long time. Wondering if they're going to be able to continue.
See, that's a bro. People who do like fucking hit and runs and shit like that are just dumb as fuck. If you fuck up, own up to it. Don't be a pussy. You know what I mean? Is there money on the line? 5 mil, bro. 5 mil.
You don't have the information of anybody that's around in your corner.
Yeah, Vicky, this is just a brutal zone. I mean, if you look at the spot west of Command Center, it's nothing but open land, not a whole lot of opportunity to get an early building and rotate fast. So that's why we've seen such a brutal lobby, to be honest.
First date with his girlfriend? That's a good first impression.
To rotate to. On that rotate, you're really exposed, you're really vulnerable.
5 mil? You're in the wrong job.
So the Valkyrie isn't enough necessarily. As Optic finds himself in zone, they find themselves finding an opportunity to find some more kill points along the way.
And not only that, too, this circle and where it's pulling, you can see.
Like, this is just like Group A versus Group C. So all these groups, they have to play each other once, Sean. There's Group A through D. All the groups have to play each other once, and they get points when they play each other, right? Through placement and kills.
They're just going to be able to overlook some of the
And then the top 10 teams with the top 20 teams with the most points eventually will play a lobby, and then whoever wins that lobby will fucking get the 5 mil.
Yep. Meanwhile, Shubi Rat got taken out, and it's Duplex and Optic on.
Yeah, dude, that's actually pretty nuts. Like, generally that would like create a fire. You know what I mean?
Is also ratted nearby, and Optic might get that intel as well. So Optic might be, speaking of exterminators, the ones that are just taking out every rat in the sewer.
Yo, they're not making it over. Oh, okay. I thought the storm was closer to the circle there, or the edge of the mountain there. Where are these guys gonna go though? There's nowhere for them to go. They have to go underneath them. Yeah, they have to go underneath them. Dude, this is a terrible spot. Holy shit. That's a terrible spot. May the winner come up in life, bro. I wanted to try and get a team to do this, but I couldn't find anybody, bro. That's like decent. Like my buddy Crooks, he doesn't even want to play Apex anymore. Unfortunately. Me and him back in the day, bro, we used to shred. We just need the third. Aw, Zero, you got stuck in such a bad spot. Gemburton shouldn't be pushing this. Nah, I guess the circle was on their back actually though. He should have been playing with Sharky on the head glitch.
Only one team will survive. Who's gonna be?
Let's see, Dark Zero now playing off the back end. It's just up to Sharky. Can he get the res? Team Liquid trying to go for a reset off to the other side here too. Team Liquid finding this fight here, and Sentinels, not as a full squad, aren't even gonna fully engage. Basically playing on the outskirts as Team Liquid are trying to.
Man, I just did 400 damage to that shield. There you go.
When it comes to resetting.
Oh, fun down to just 5 HP.
Oh, he's fucked here. He's dead.
It's the Rat who's gonna come through and rain on the day. What a play right now from Senox.
Yo, Senox, you're so shit, buddy. If you lose this,
for the bread, Senox to 20 HP.
You're so bad.
Sykes goes huge.
You're so bad.
He had no help. He immediately diverts his attention to the next player.
So bad. Sentinels, you're so bad. Holy shit. Oh my god. How the fuck did he lose that? He came in with full health and this kid had fucking 25 HP, bro. Hard to get into that game? Not really, bro. Like,
by Optic in the middle of that fight. So we have Optic Gaming, first attempt, Oxygen Esports, Team Smiley, the Rat, and Space Station.
I think we can do it. If we had a decent third, like that's the thing, we needed like a third and actually like commitment to playing. Yo, you guys gotta get out of there. You guys gotta go into the. Oh, they can't. They're fucked. They're fucked. The circle's moving. You gotta go under the zip. You gotta go under the zip. You gotta go up the zip. You gotta go up the zip. Gotta go up the zip. You guys aren't in there, bro. What are you doing, homie?
Where are we in?
Maybe waterfall.
The waterfall. Right side of waterfall. He's on scrap. Me too.
Dead.
I was up. It's in on me.
Yeah, we're in all down the waterfall.
Yo, this is a terrible spot.
Somebody to drop.
Yo, kill him! Oh my god. What the fuck is going on right now? What in the fuck? These guys have to Valk ult. These guys literally have to Valk ult to get out of this spot.
No. You can check the body.
We're gonna have to body. Why we gotta climb up?
Nah, man, you gotta Valk ult. Yeah, Valk when it's counting down from 10. These guys have to Valk when it's counting down from 10. There's only 2 other teams left. No, they gotta go up now. These 2 teams have to go up. The other teams gotta go up now then. If these 2 are fighting now, they gotta go up.
3 spots left. Optic Gaming, Space Station, Oxygen, Eastward playing up the low ground. Optic Gaming though having
These guys can get the height.
to have not help cover them, gives that suppressed fire. The Skyward Dive though coming in from the sky. It's Oxygen Esports. You heard them frantically.
Oh no.
Skyward Dive. And
That
they
was
went
just
right
terrible.
to the side, and
Wow.
they open arms to Space Station. They put down the Gibby ult, or rather the Gibby dome. And is it gonna be enough? Because this is just gonna be the green light for Optic Gaming to go for the third party.
Yeah, this is opening.
That's the GG. Optic wins that game. Told him to download Discord. Hey, he doesn't have to download Discord. That's alright. I just want to make sure he's alright.
Optic Gaming in a much needed game number 2 performs with a win.
Damn.
Showing from Optic.
Optic Gaming.
That's
needs
crazy.
that. They stood on the high ground the entire game too, and they got a lot of KP while they were at it. They were literally contesting every squad.
You're almost
that
up to
came
professional league for
from
COD. That's pretty
the
dope.
Eastern side of that map.
That's huge. Optic Gaming coming into this day.
It's pretty dope.
21st place, not what you'd expected.
This chick is so annoying. This Vicky chick. Oh my god.
Most consistent team in Split 1. In Split 2, they were in first place as the Esports Arena squad back then, and of course got signed.
Bro, that team. Yo, subscribe to me. How you doing, homie? That team that Valk ulted, that flew up into the air and landed, they fucked up, bro. They one, the Gibraltar when he landed should have threw his bubble raid away. 2, they should have landed on top of Optic, because if they landed on top of Optic, there was a slight little bit of high ground that was in. They bubble up on that height, and then they just reset up there, and then full swing Optic, and then yeah. Yeah, they should have fucking played that very different.
Great job in the first couple of games. John and I are going to handle this one out while you rest up. And John, let's get into the conversation.
That's a little whack.
Optic in day 2 when these teams last played. It was Stormpoint. They got 16th and they ended up getting 20th.
Boys, I ate these fucking edibles earlier, man, and holy fuck, I am so fucking stoned right now. I'm scared to rip a dab. I have my dab rig on and shit, but I'm scared to hit one right now. That doesn't happen too often. Jesus. I'm getting like the butterflies in my stomach and shit like that.
But they've struggled on Storm Point so far this season. But
let's see here.
the opposite of that. It was exactly what we're used to seeing from them. The opposite of struggling, at least. They are able to get Godspot very, very early and hold that high ground into a win. Really, really well done from them.
You look at the highlight. We started off. Nice. There, 33 repeater. Still a weapon you're going to see less of as long as the G7 is out of the care package. Just beats that up.
249.
Shout out to Madness, who's not found a lot of success with the same squad over and over again. Kind of been a journeyman in Apex Legends, but clearly with MPS having a pretty decent performance in game 1, they found themselves sitting in 5th place heading into this. I don't know if they did enough to increase that, considering Optic has now jumped forward. But John, it was also a good performance from Team Liquid. They got in a bit of a skirmish there. Sentinels almost had a rogue moment with Sykes there, but it ended up not really going to fruition the way they wanted.
Kratos had.
Yeah, Sykes went.
What a lame. Oh, this isn't on the PS5, dog. That kid's lying. That kid's lying. That kid's lying.
This is the moment here. Dark Zero and a couple other teams nearby. Actually, this is us getting to catch 100 Thieves, as we weren't sure what happened to them. They got taken out in this 3v3 fight as well.
Man, that's the thing on the G7 scale up close to sucks.
Going down to CLG Mamba, and that was,
What the hell? Is your boss hot?
they're really, really good at team.
Or is it a guy?
We followed them along.
If it's a girl, accept it. If not, I wouldn't accept it.
Finishing off games, that's typically where Team Liquid, Optic, teams like that, even Space Station, tend to vie for, but they got caught up in that 3-team skirmish there. Optic, Liquid, Space Station, all kind of cannibalizing each other's opportunities there. It's still a very Space Station able to make it out, had to make a hard rotation though, and they ended up going against Optic. Of course, that was enough for Optic to come in and win their second on game 2.
Dude, that kid had 1 HP, bro. Jesus Christ.
Call a spade a spade here. Oxygen absolutely threw that game right there for Space Station. They ult really, really early, and ultimately, kudos to Oxygen. It's a really big game for them. 12 points. Kudos. Space Station gets.
The fuck am I getting recommended this shit for? Not interested.
26 points overall, but Oxygen could have waited. They didn't have to rotate and hit that Valk ult so early. I don't think the storm was closing yet. They decided to land right on top of Space Station and really end.
Who's top 9? These are the top 10.
Very excited to see if we still have LG in the lead. I know they got
Thug Duck's number 9.
and they were leading in with 20 heading into this.
Thug Duck's number 9. Oh, I thought you meant for this. Thug Duck's number 9 though, yeah.
Up top.
The bots, absolute 0 fucking points, dog. 0 points for FaZe? Are you fucking kidding me, bro? What the fuck are these complexity too? What the fuck are these guys doing, bro? Jesus Christ, you can't kill one fucking kid? Jesus, bro. That's insane. Yo, boys, pack your tokes, because when I come back, I'll rip one.
Obviously, it's a little early to say it happens. It's only 2 games in, but here we are. Guard in dead last place in the overall standings as well. 2 bad back-to-back games, and not the best start for them. We'll see if they can bounce back.
All right, let's check out the series standings too, because this is where it's going to see. You know, my quick math was pretty on there. 26 and 26. Obviously, Luminosity tied for first. Huge story here, though. Sentinels, Optic Gaming, who need to perform. This is the day they have to shift their fate and kind of create a new narrative if they want to make it in the regional finals. They're doing that right now. Luminosity, we felt that they would show up. They have. Team Liquid, very consistent as always. They're used to that. And of course, Space Station Gaming rounding out the top 5. Shout out to FaZe, CLG, Oxygen, MP5, MPS, excuse me, and G2 rounding up the top 10. And of course, if you want to talk about Oxygen and Space Station, John, you said they threw that last circle for Space Station. Did they have another choice, though?
Yeah, let's see here. 35 seconds till the zone's closing, so they have time. And this is the moment, I believe, with about 30 seconds left. I'm trying to see when exactly they pulled the trigger and hit that ultimate. But they rotated really quick. Optic burned it. Optic for this fight goes down. Of course, most a lot of the space on that clock right there. So they rotate early, and they decide to rotate right on top of Space Station. You can't really say anything.
Let's see, boys.
Necessarily, they have to rotate eventually, but they do it fairly early, and you wonder if they would have just waited that out. Would Space Station?
Hey, building up them points, dog. Let's go.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't. In terms of what Oxygen is supposed to do. In terms of Optic, you're just rolling the dice like, hey, hopefully they go to you instead of Optic. And it happened to be that Optic actually had the low ground there, and I felt that if you're Oxygen, you fly down, you think, well, we probably want to start this fight as high as possible and then try to sandwich the teams in the middle. Unfortunately, Space Station and Optic were just done fighting and kind of separated themselves, and I think Space Station had the same idea.
That's our rip.
Team lands in front of us. They ended up landing on top of each
Road to 1 mil. You think about where you're gonna send me, homie?
It was a final circle that is tough. I'm curious, can he climb out of that? I think you can as Oxygen. That would have been the only other way to maybe guarantee a better opportunity heading into that.
Yeah, you just say climb up the waterfall.
Yeah, they were talking about it.
Yep, and I wonder if they had enough distance if they could have actually climbed up. I'm not sure. I want to jump into a game to see here in a moment.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, though.
No, yeah. Dubai? Bro, Dubai fucking sucks.
It's the very last second. There's no reason not to.
Yo, Violet, you change your profile picture?
Zone starts closing in. You're just basically doing circles in the air, trying to prolong that fall and waiting and buying as much time for Optic and for Space Station to fight each other. In the end, though, hindsight, 2020, it's easy for us to say in our chairs.
What is it? It looks like a leg or an arm or something like that. What the fuck?
What they thought was best in the scenario, but kudos to them. They're top 5 right now overall.
Still got plenty of time, facts.
Team alongside Sentinels and Optic and many others that is kind of.
Oh, it's a tattoo. It's a tattoo, right?
Well, match 3
It's gotta be a tattoo.
We will see who continues to rise.
Yeah, it's a tattoo. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Sitting at the bottom, looking up and wondering how.
Like, look how small this shit is. Like, I deciphered that it was a tattoo on a leg or an arm from a picture that's like smaller than my fucking pinky.
Has begun. And then we will.
That's some fucking detective work.
And Fallout on the cast here. And Fallout, I mean, let's talk about.
Boys, I was actually thinking about tattoos last night. I was thinking about fucking tattoos last night, and I know exactly the tattoo that I'm getting. I'm getting a fucking snake tattoo that's gonna be a whole sleeve up my, like 2 snakes or like intertwining up my arm as a whole sleeve. It's gonna start on my middle finger. It's gonna work. The tail's gonna start and it's gonna work its way up and it's gonna rotate around my arm. I have like
funniest pro players on Twitter.
Like yeah, it's gonna look dope. It's gonna look dope.
I'm gonna create a funny bracket with pros. Not to tweet it out. Someone send me an anime profile picture. I need whatever it takes to have a demon mode type of game tomorrow in the pro league. And of course, Nightswig responded within seconds.
You know, when I was on the way to Sweden heading into the playoffs, I actually sat in front of Skill Cakes, and you know, sociable guy, and you know, we found out we were going to the same place, and then we both kind of realized, hey, I know you, hey, I know you.
Hey, so what brings you on this flight flying to
What
Sweden?
brings you out? Yeah, why are you going to Sweden in the middle of, you know, whatever? And you know, it was definitely one of those things that kind of set a tone for me. But when I saw them in the building, what was interesting is that they probably have a really good rapport with each other, but it was really all business. That's kind of the way I think of Optic Gaming. I just think of some very serious people until you get underneath that first layer of personality when they're at work. And I think then they probably have a really nice, maybe even hilarious demeanor and banter with them. You know, maybe we get a chance to do some listen-ins with Optic. Obviously, they're doing well, and they're big stars in the scene. But ever since they bounced in, they've had that kind of duality of them, of being, you know, kind of lovable creatures in the way that
Creatures.
is. And I remember that.
You have to wait. There's a
photo
cooldown,
that,
Violet.
You retweeted, and also, you know, they're here to get the job done. They don't want friends. They'll be friends with you after the tournament is over and they're hoisting the trophy, and they made that very clear.
Yeah, and I gotta completely agree with that. You know, Optic, obviously a really interesting story, and people don't really know. I had a chance to sit down and have just a deep conversation with Skill
That noise?
and with Dupe and with Nox at the LGS Champs. These are two players that were on controller playing on Xbox and grinded their way, very similar to a lot of stories and very similar to a lot of people watching right now. I mean, many of you watching the LGS right now are probably in the same boat. They were Xbox players, grinded and ranked, were able to hit top 10 Predator on Xbox, and then were able to rotate, switch over to PC, much like many other players have. But the different thing about them is they also switched inputs. They switched to keyboard and mouse, so they had just been playing keyboard and mouse, at least in particular Duplex and Skittle, for like a year and a half. And the fact that they were able to do that and within like 3 months rise to the top as part of that esports arena squad is so damn impressive. So a really, really great story overall for Optic. And you're right though, all business.
Why? What's wrong with that noise, Violet?
Luminosity Gaming, maybe a little bit more quiet. Obviously, they don't come from North America, not English speaking first, and that's totally fine. Excuse me, they do come from North America. They just end up coming from Mexico mostly as a squad, and of course, not their first language, and so maybe not interacting in the same way either on stream or at these lands as some of these other players. But when you get to talking with them, and I had a chance to speak with
One
them,
word, just bad.
Unbelievable.
One word,
guys,
bad.
committed to the cause of representing not only Mexico but representing the idea.
Very
that,
descriptive.
People have doubted them, and they do not want to be doubted anymore. It's a little bit of the story we talked about with Ascend. So they've proven that they can get wins, but can they get them now on the biggest of stages? Can they perform at LAN, which Kashera famously said in one of this just the most beautiful interviews I think we've had a chance to do on the ALGS earlier today. Don't call me the best until I win at LAN.
Like I've said for a while,
And,
wish I had
they have
chopsticks.
had moments that they could have.
Rip.
If that game hadn't ended so fast with Dark Zero,
Make all the
Sweden,
difference.
actually, I feel like they were in a position of those final 3
Bro,
teams
why are
to
you just
maybe do
fucking both
something.
standing behind
And
your
I just
shield?
remember talking
It's
to
so
them saying
dumb.
that we ran out of ammo. We actually couldn't pressure Dark Zero. We couldn't grief them. We just had no ammo up top on that waterfall. So, you know, will that continue for them over this next couple of days? And of course, the
Do you live near a tree with twigs?
you know,
Just
will they
use
continue to be a
those.
team that almost performed, but not quite at the stages?
Yeah, well, did a good job of setting the stage, jumping into gameplay here a little bit. Surprise, surprise, we just saw Team Liquid, the northwestern
Yeah, you need
from
like
Cascade
sturdy.
Falls. Early
You
rotate
need
is the name of their
sturdy
game with Loba.
twigs.
Get positioning, use Loba to get good loot. You don't have to take
You
a lot of
need
time
some
rotating.
sturdy
You have that Loba
twigs.
ultimate you can hit along the way. And that's recipes work really, really well for them. And it's, what's kind of cool is Hodzic is the one that really, you know, created that strategy, that game plan for them. I've never seen a coach that's more involved like Hodzic is.
I can
He's
play
the
both, but
best coach that we have in Apex, and now we have some pretty remarkable coaches. Raven on TSM and Nightwing's Raven. And
Playing
Chaotic and
Claw is
others.
kind of overrated.
Chrono and others. It's been fun to see these coaches continue to thrive.
Team Liquid here on the low ground. Set up.
Bro,
easy
this
phase,
fucking
down.
audio again. They fucked up
Alvarelli,
their audio.
Snipe down. Sorby just a team that definitely has a lot of potential. They performed really nicely in day 2. They were actually second place behind the guard, 56 points, and it was just Liquid 2 points behind them. So these teams know how to go toe-to-toe, and in fact, they might just be setting up for that final circle here and trying to show presence and stand your ground. As you can see, it will be a northwestern circle, and it's a little bit outside of Down Beast. It may not actually end up over there, John, and that's kind of one of those famous circles where you can take height on that historic creature there who had some type of misgiving. We don't know if Newcastle was involved in that or not. It was introduced in his trailer as a legend, but still gonna hold it for the time being. One of the strongest spots here in this northwestern area.
Yeah, that's right. If we can take a look at the overhead map again, and similarly last game, kind of break down what we're seeing and why we're seeing it. It's a northwestern pull.
This is such a shit
Zones.
spot. Why the fuck are they
Checkpoint
hiding
smack
here?
dab in the middle. But despite checkpoint
It's
being
such a bad
smack dab
spot.
in the middle, well, you have most teams
Get in the belly of the beast.
8 or 9 or 10 teams rotating in the far northwest. You see Space Station in zone here early, just looting. But if we get the large overhead map, it'd be awesome to showcase exactly what I'm talking about, where the zone's pulling and why you see teams playing the way you're playing. We'll see if we'll get that overhead map up here in a second, but jumping on board with Luminosity.
Yo, Violet, delay.
Everybody
Everybody else, what did you guys get up to today?
Here we go. So
What did
take
you
a look.
guys get up
Checkpoint
to
smack dab in the
today?
middle, but despite that, all the teams, maybe 10 or so, are in the northwest side of checkpoint and rotating early. That means they're obviously predicting this.
Personally,
zone.
I fucking
They continue
slept
to
all
pull
day.
northwest and trying to get as much positioning as possible. So expect this to be
I,
a northeast finish of down
yeah.
east, as you'll have all these teams
I
vying
slept
for position
all
right now,
fucking day.
and that's why Team Liquid rotated so early.
You see it too. Great explanation, John. The teams that are hardcore committing to this late rotation and Space Station, Luminosity, you see G2, you see Sentinels, Luminosity Gaming and Space Station and Sentinels, teams that have performed pretty well so far today. So maybe continuing what has worked for them, obviously going into the replicator, trying to get shield batteries, get on their resources for making sure that they're ready for this in-game circle. But the other option and the other reason why this can happen is because you're just too late. You know, your rotation plan, whatever it is, you're looting, it just doesn't go to plan. The circle's a little too far. And somebody makes a call. The IGL goes, you know, guys, I don't think we're going to be able to get there. There's spots that we want definitely already taken up right now. So let's just hard commit to showing up a little bit later and play these buildings as we get in. And that can work. And so SSG, Luminosity, G2, Sentinel's going to have to go with a plan like that.
Play games all day? That's pretty cool. That's fun.
Squeeze themselves in there against some teams who are already.
Sounds like a good day, man.
And I can't overstate the importance of the replicator being added as a feature in Apex. That was amazing. Talk about
So
quality
You
of
worked?
life
Sure,
improvement.
yeah.
That allows these
I didn't even know
teams
you were
to
still
have
here,
this play style
Caitlin.
That really is late
Shit.
birth to the edge fighting that we saw.
You
in
worked?
starting
What kind of dogs were you working on today?
Before then, it was every team rotate as fast as you possibly can. TSM was the first team to figure that out with Pathfinder, with Watson, and with Wraith. And that's why they won 5 straight tournaments. But it was one playstyle, and it was rotate fast. But now with the replicator, you can obviously take storm damage, get craft med kits, craft batteries, and that's what you're seeing Luminosity do. You're seeing Space Station do the same thing over in Antenna. Luminosity still in Barometer doing the same. Optic stayed over in the mill for the first like 5 minutes of the game, playing hard edge as well. So you have these teams that have a chance to play hard edge. And you have multiple playstyles, which has been healthy for the overall longevity and quality of life of Apex as an esport.
Man, the quality of this stream is so bad.
Having a little tit for tat with Slept on the backside of the circle now. They have the chance to kind of go back around. Both take kind of a southern and a northern wrap.
This is one of the zones.
This is
where
a play that
should
we've done a lot, where we kill like 2 teams rotating into our POI and then Valkyrie.
A really cute Frenchie.
We're getting EMP'd. That team in front of you.
Reminding me of your dog? Aw. Are you allowed to take pictures of the dogs? Or no? You got to come save the your cake? That's hilarious, bro. You do? Hey, that's what's up. You always do. That's what's up. That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear.
Unless they can change that story. Rack attack in 29th. So again, we mentioned teams like Optic. They have to press the panic button because they're used to.
That's what I like to hear. I'd be doing the exact same thing, Caitlin, even if they told me not to. Zaki, bro, how you been, dude? Long time no see.
Today, we'll see if
Long time no see. How are you, bro? How are you?
Rotating actually through mill. They're following the rotate of Optic. I'd be actually curious to jump into a listen in with G2 if we can to see how they're going to play the rotate and where.
Stop gatekeeping cute dogs for real, yo. What's up with it?
Their name has certainly helped. Optic
Oh,
by walking straight.
you been good? That's what I like to hear, man. What's new though, bro? Don't be just like, what's new, man? Surely, I haven't talked to you in like 2 or 3 weeks, Saki. Surely something in your life is new.
Strongest places to play from. Several moments about.
What is
We talked about
Gucci?
G2 and the fact that they got 9th, or I believe 8th in game 1. But guess what accompanied that? Maybe about 13 kills or something. They ended up getting 16 points on the day, with made them a 3rd place finisher overall, and now 6th place on the day after 2. Designful results of chaotic.
Yo, Design, you're gonna die, bud.
And going for something bigger than what they had. Obviously, disappointment.
Design's dead.
Split 2, but now they've got to be careful because they're looking at Luminosity.
You don't really use Discord? I know you don't. I know why you don't either.
And he's on the prowl.
That's right. Luminosity is the fight before Shadow. We did hear in Barometer crafting up. We hear in the flanking G2
Hello?
in mill, and here comes the beast. of the hunt for Niazul, formerly known as Ganja Men.
Not
G2 is
really.
going to say, yeah, we don't want much of this fight. Let's just gatekeep. And, well, guess what? Luminosity is going to be stuck in zone here. It's going to be a really, really tough rotation for LG, G2.
But they have school on Friday because of Thanksgiving or whatever.
Station coming from Antenna and CLG are also nearby. So we got 4 teams within the vicinity. Let's jump into a listen with G2 to see how they play it.
Yeah.
I wasn't even paying attention. I turned away from the screen. PD day? Yeah. Nice. Bro, why is this stream so shit? The quality of this stream is so bad. It's rather annoying.
I'm gonna try to peek around this rock a little
What's
bit.
Energy up to?
Alright. Just be careful from the back. The charge rifle is like bottom floor of this.
I think we're gonna swing inside the down B.
Energy is going for the dub here.
Eventually.
Chat, there's still 20 teams, every single player. Chat, every single player in the fucking lobby is still alive.
Get on top. Where is that missing, bro? I'm hitting an invisible wall or something.
Keep eyes on our back. Be careful.
This team is far running. This team's good.
Every single player in the lobby is still alive. You had some fun, lifted some dumbbells. Yo, my boy Zaki starting his villain arc. Is he gonna start going to the gym and getting shredded?
Designful.
No, I'm watching this shit, delay.
Story we learned back in the solo feed days years ago.
I mean, I think that, you know, Designful's been, you know, a fun character. It wouldn't be strange to say he's been a bit controversial in ways. He's not everybody's personality type, and he obviously, you know, is someone who's...
Bro, how are those shots not hitting? What?
Spending a lot of time with Designful's a guy that, you know...
How many games? This is match 3. There's 6.
In terms of competition, definitely doesn't want to give anybody anything that they don't need, and Yanya and Luminosity Gaming flanking them on the backside, not happy about that. Lets us know in the listen in, but hey, what do you expect? LG want to win just as much as G2 do, so I don't expect that to stop anytime soon.
Nice shot.
You know, G2, LG, I wouldn't say they're rivals necessarily, but LG is another near all controller team. G2 full controller.
Yo,
team.
Zaki, bro, gyms are pretty overrated sometimes, honestly. Gyms are honestly pretty overrated. If you can afford to get the shit at home, it's much more convenient, you know?
This fight will continue. Designful gonna get tagged up just a little bit. Charge rifle in the hands of Yanya, and it looks like LG is gonna have to find a way. They're gonna walk this rotate in. They decide to take the mill side, or the down B side as opposed to the checkpoint side, and they're gonna have to get their G2 as a result.
He's up in the mountain.
Firing on Space Station Gaming as well. That was the team that they mentioned. Luminosity.
Luminosity's got a free rotation. Oh no, G2's right there.
Bloodhound and Valkyrie. It's just a clear sign that this is LG.
There's gonna be a huge fight between Space Station, MPS, Slept On, and CLG. It's gonna be like 5 teams fighting in a second here.
Because now FaZe and Optic are the 2 teams.
This is round 3. This is round 2, going into round 3, and every single player in the lobby is still alive. One team just died, bots. Wow.
Maybe a solo can get around, but you can see Niazul on the
one team out.
With the Bloodhound, making sure that this car starts singing, and G2 Designful goes down. Resulta falls as well. There's just one more.
G2's dead.
G2 alive and trying to make it out as a solo. I'm not sure it's going to be possible though, as this has just been absolute utter domination from LG on the backside.
Yeah, we knew it was just a matter of time.
LG's actually so good.
Waiting to explode, and guess what?
Fuck
that
me,
time
man.
was in the form of a young Ganjaman, aka Niazul, pushing up his blood.
They take such good team fights. That's why.
G2, a dominant showing from Luminosity, showcasing why they're so
oh,
good
third party.
They can play hybrid.
You just killed him. You fucking just killed that
They're
kid.
so good at these edge fights as well. The ability to play, you know, really an adaptive.
Find love. See, like that's
what
yeah.
the situation is in front of them. It's so impressive. Similar to how they pick their legends here as we switch over to Dark Zero.
Man, I love the way that you can just play Bloodhound. I'll talk about that.
Why are they dropping? What the fuck are these guys doing?
Just be so aggressive and so selfish and still help your team out. One of the benefits of it. Dark Zero, our playoff and our championship winners of the last 2 LAN events, not going to stay alive here in Game 3. And first attempt will also...
Chat, at the beginning of this circle, there was 7 more squads alive than there is now.
Plenty of buffs here lately,
that's
but
crazy.
What can he do on the horizon? Already still in the fight. They've lost trust. and they pull back, maybe bit off a bit more than they could chew as MPS falls and Space Station as well in your kill feed. But Sentinels have a chance here with this win, John.
There's literally fucking
That's right.
34
MPS
more people
eliminated, but
alive.
Kudos to Team Smile. It was
24,
a 3v2.
yeah, 34 more people alive.
They've 8 in the hands of Sentinels.
Wow.
You thought they were just going to roll through this Team Smiley setup, but the Watson fence keeps them alive, and ultimately they hit their
Crazy.
shots, and they end up taking out Crutch. So now it's a 3v2 turn 2v2. Senox and Tech in a 2v2 against Blake and Team Smiley. Let's see how they play this.
Massive moment for them. Tech wants to use that Seer passive as well. Get the Heartseeker and the information and the verticality. Making sure that if they push from a terrible spot. Love this angle here from Tech. Senox can push from the other side, but they've got to be coordinated, and it seems like they are. There's 32
No, they're not. He's not even there helping.
Gotta get Senox back into this fight. Leku doing so much damage with the Bolt. He's gonna go down there, and will it be Senox to clean this one up? He's gotta hit everything.
Oh my god.
Smiley eliminated. Sentinels take 2, and they'll
That fight took too long though. They're dead.
They will
Like
now be 1 point away from overtaking first place.
Wow.
they're literally dead though. Yo, what's up, Jay? How you doing, homie? I'm doing alright. Just watching some ALGS, homie. That was a slow armor swap, and it wasn't even worth it. They had less. Like what?
To avoid that awkward stalemate, they had to win that fight fast. Otherwise, the zone's gonna be closing in on them. It's gonna be a really tough rotate for them coming behind Luminosity and CLG. But Sentinels now as a team of 2 had the chance.
Yo, Catalyst is so annoying. Holy shit! Look at that.
Down a player, so it's a 2v2v2 fight right now. Sentinels can come in and clean up.
Look at this CLG Mamba playing with Catalyst, the Dark Veil, doing so much, and it's still going to be up for DB.
Luminosity is dead.
Luminosity eliminated by CLG. We told you they were so good at team fighting. And
Bro, look at all these teams dying. There's 6 squads left. At the beginning of this circle closing, there was 20 squads. Everybody in the lobby was still alive at the beginning of this circle closing. It's fucking insane.
That's right. Sentinels. Not able to get the last knock, though. So CLG, that last member alive, is just crawling his way over. They only got 1 of the knocks.
You love Apex too? Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up.
As he gets the final bleed out on Mamba. Dimmy goes down as well. So just like that, all members.
Why you I don't know. You're a car guy, Project Chuck. You're a car guy. That's all I gotta say.
They are so well kitted. That was a much needed refresh for them coming off the heels of that last fight. Sentinels now, as a team of 2, will progress. Optic to their left. Team Liquid.
Oh, hello, Rocco.
As well as 100 Thieves.
Yo, those are actually some crazy shots right there.
You gotta say, Liquid in the guard. They certainly should be here. 100 Thieves. They've been chomping at the bit.
What's ALGS? Apex Pro League. This is ALGS. We're watching ALGS right now. This is the Apex Pro League.
Cracking 20 points. That is a performance we're gonna have to dive into a little bit more. CLG.
New daily driver, word.
Well, Catalyst and showing off what that Dark Veil can do. 100 Thieves in a pretty good spot.
Is NRG still alive? Like, fuck, they're dead? They did nothing that entire game. Jesus Christ.
They also become the most desirable real estate Fallout, so they get a lot of people challenge here, and it's gonna be up to guard.
I have no idea.
Do their best as well as Optic.
I have no idea what the acronyms for.
Making sure there are no buyers or unwarranted offers for their location.
There we go, Sentinels.
It sounds good. I could go for. Oh, he's dead. Tech's just dead.
See you later. Optic Gaming gonna come through. Clean up 2 easy kill points for them. Last member alive is gonna be Senox. See you later. Not for long. Optic cleans up. That leaves 4 teams remaining. Team Liquid, the guard, Optic, and 100 Thieves. We have 2 teams running Newcastle, Team Liquid and 100 Thieves in this lobby. 1 team running Crypto in the guard. And that's why Team Liquid rotates early, Evan. Look at the position they're able to get.
Beautiful spot, especially from Liquid playing the way they are on the high ground. This is definitely, I think, the most advantageous spot. You just can't get griefed by 100 Thieves. The guards know it. And so they're hiding here.
Oh, that was a good nade.
We spoke with RKA in Atlanta a week ago. Took 2 days off. You asked me, what did I think about that? I think it's a great plan. And I think in athletics and in anything competitively, you got to sometimes take a little bit of time off to come back fresh. They certainly look like they've done that here in Game 3, but they've got to figure out how to deal with Liquid. It's 100 Thieves Liquid, and I believe the guard underneath that are going to be going toe-to-toe here to finish off and see who can take Game 3.
Optics out in 4th place. They both got focused by Team
Optics dead? Damn.
Of course, the guard on the
Who's all
bottom.
left?
Good job from the 2 of them, gatekeeping Optic and preventing the champions from
Team Liquid
for going back to back. So now Team Liquid on high ground. It's the guard on low ground. The Loba ultimate comes in. They get all that Optic.
It's only 2 of 3 teams.
Huge for them. That's why Loba's
The
so good in
guard.
late games here. Sykes is playing.
Huge game for the guard. They needed this.
Again, you wouldn't
And
have
who
expected
else?
to call him a rookie. This is his first time playing an ALGS.
100 Thieves? What?
Boy, oh boy,
What the fuck are they doing all the way down there?
Look at the situation, John, and great call out on the Loba. Not an easy character to bring into competitive. Obviously, you've got coached by Hodzik in the way they like to play it, but Sykes taking on that role, big challenge, big ups to that. But look at this. I mean, 100 Thieves are sitting isolated on a bridge. Everyone's looking at them. They know someone's beneath and above, but what kind of situation does this put in for 100 Thieves, because they actually, weirdly enough, are going to have to be the first person to move. They're going to have a little bit of a hero's moment, possibly, if you look at EMEA. Who's going to make that big stretch, that first commit out into the open, and really hold the position that's going to win this game? Because right now,
who wins this game, chat? The Guard, 100 Thieves, or the Team Liquid? I'm saying the Guard wins this.
To their left, zone's closing right to their left. The Guard's gonna try and grief them.
I'm saying the Guard's got to win this game.
100 Thieves in my eyes, but it's really a three-way split. This is anyone's game right now, Evan. No one necessarily has the.
Oh! They tried blocking him inside.
They're gonna say, hey, good luck getting out of this building.
No way!
What a decision right
What a play!
Completely grief Guard.
I think it's like 2,000 damage to get out of it.
What a play!
They have enough damage literally to get out of it. They have to go through a Watson fence as well. What a play from Liquid. They say
oh my god.
Possible. They get second place. But meanwhile, 100 Thieves watches all that and says, that was cute, guys. We'll take the W here.
Holy shit. That was so smart. That was actually so smart.
Yeah,
God damn.
What's in your pack? Well, it's a Newcastle Ultimate. And that was the Apex.
That was fucking so smart. Damn. Too bad they fucking threw their game for that. Play versus computer? Yeah, right. Oh, beginner. Sure, play as a guest. Play. When did I last play COD? I mean, yesterday, but... yeah, yesterday, I guess. Ooh, that was a good move. Takes that. He should take that. Yo, Timmy, what's up? This guy's an idiot. How the fuck you gonna leave me, putadas? What are you talking about, Willis? Chilling on DMZ. Oof, DMZ. We playing chess. Yeah, I'm waiting for this to start back up though. No lie, no lie. Not really paying attention here. Oop. Don't do that. Man, I haven't played chess in a fucking long time. Do 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 do. One v one, only top G's. Only top G's. That was a dumb move by him, but okay, I'll accept it. You're just losing ground, homie. I'm fucking pushing this kid back across the board. Yeah. Do it, bud. Okay. I'm just thinking. There, yep. Takes that. He should anyway. Take it, bro. Oh, it's crazy that I don't even care about their fathers, bro. I'm not gonna lie. What? Oh, okay. Just like that. Cool. That. Yeah, we have to do it. This is just highlights. Bummer. Move right there, please. Put me out of my misery. Thank you. Unrated. What do I do? Sure. Oh, he wants to play again? Let's do it, buddy. I'm just gonna sit here for 10 minutes now. Yo, Suzuki, good to see you, bro. I messaged you on Discord there earlier. Yeah, I was worried about you, brother. I hadn't talked to you in a long time, so I was just like, fuck, man. Hopefully you're doing okay. Fucking Fabozy, dog. Jesus. Be safe. Not too long ago? Oh, weird. I have like streamer mode on, so I wouldn't have heard it. Oop. So. That is fucking heartbreaking, bro. I'm sorry that had to happen, man. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it is a part of life. Getting better now. Back soon. Yo, honestly, Jay Stanley, bro, I really just don't care about either of them, you know what I mean? Like, it's great for them, but how the fuck does that benefit me? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying, Jay? That's good for them, bro. I'm happy for them, but how the fuck does that benefit me? You know what I'm saying?
Did somebody say WD Black? No, they didn't send this.
What is that?
I actually have one, and I thought, you know what? Why not? Why not let people know I actually have one of these game drives, WD Black P10.
You gonna be streaming, Suzuki?
My own personal channels. I have a video reviewing it in a couple of days coming out, but that's neither here nor there. We are ready to kick off the second half of this ALGS day number 5 in North America. My name is Rain Day. If you've been joining us,
just eat? What?
You are just joining us. Welcome.
Suzuki? What?
So far, we've challenged a couple
By the next week, maybe? Nice. That's what's up.
Teams either stake their claim or make one. And what we've seen is a reaction to both. And I want to bring in Fallout.
Need a bit more time? Yeah, I feel that.
Actually talking about how this has been a great day so far, John.
This chick in the middle that just looks so generic to me. I don't know if it's just how her jawline is and shit like that, but like I swear to God, I see that like face everywhere I go in like my hometown. You know what I mean? Swear to God, I see that face everywhere I go. She just looks so fucking generic. It's just like wow. And that's not like an insult. It's just like the truth. This is somebody to say WD Black.
Very soon, so John, be ready.
Oh yeah. I see. She looks like your friend. That's what I'm saying. I swear to God, everybody knows at least one person that looks like her. I swear to God, there's at least like she just like looks so generic, bro. It's so weird. I don't know. Midweek. Be active again. Oh, okay. Yeah, the painkillers will be.
That was pretty good, right?
I want to do like the. Oh, I don't even know what this is. I feel like Rain Day comes.
Sophie, hers is Vicky. But
I'll play the saxophone that sounded like a trumpet or something.
You know, we can start getting into that. We're gonna figure out our Apex band one of these days. We gotta
boys. I don't care about this. Just get to the game. Straight up. Let's see what Insomnia said. 250?
I'm not guaranteed max ammo next round, so like, if I get an overlay, that pretty much means that I lose an L-cam. So I'm probably gonna do a box trade. Oh, and by the way, I tried doing the sword retrieve thing. It doesn't work on console. Like, I don't know. I've tried doing it. Like, activate the sword, have the sword out, and then activate it again, right? To take it back. I tried it like many times. It didn't work for me. So like I was still having a hard time trying to save a zombie. Like it wasn't working for me. I don't know if that's just like a PC thing or something. I don't know. Like if I activate the sword again, it just like shoots out the sword again. So it wouldn't take it back.
Yeah, Insomnia is dope. Insomnia is dope. Alright, we're hopping back into the ALGS. As much as I love my boy there, we're playing the fucking goated map. We're playing World's Edge.
As consistent as Team Liquid, because this is the day that those squads really needed to have those pop-up opportunities. As we could see, we're gonna have a Southern Circle. G2 is gonna be celebrating over in Thermal
Yo,
Station.
peace out, Sags.
They have the opportunity to scan that.
I'll play Chess Elite sometime.
Thermal Station,
How long does that even take? Kaylin, and he literally had a time right up here. He literally had a time right here.
So I feel like
it is
for final circle positioning for
60 hours in game time.
It's gonna actually allow them to have way more experience,
Lego.
more of an opportunity for them to get the KP that they need than playing heavy edge like they have been playing so far. Because Caustic isn't very good in this meta with Seer ult being so prevalent.
Interesting. Yeah, that's a good point. You know, Optic.
Covering it. True. I didn't even think of that. I didn't even think of it. Didn't even think of it.
Play rotate, play God's Sprout instead. We'll see how Optic decides to play World's Edge, though. They typically like to play Edge on this map. They like to basically bully any team that drops on the southeast side of the map. Which in this lobby is gonna be slept on. They're dropping over in Dome. So
why is my shit lagging? Come on. What the fuck? There we go. Facecam covers it? Yeah, I never even thought of that though. There we go.
In the future, we'll travel to incredible places with the help of magical technology. But what about today?
Team Dockle team right here.
Yeah, chill.
But in the meantime,
Hey, play our side because this pole's over there will prevent anyone from coming. You'd think.
We're watching.
We'll get 3 deep swing over there.
We're gonna watch NRG this game, boys.
Crouch in this box. You have a wingman guild?
We're gonna watch NRG, but we're gonna keep this one in the bottom here.
I don't even have a backpack. Are we right there on you? It's where they commit.
What's
Settings, advanced.
Yeah, we're riding on this side right now.
Okay, so I'll just put it here for
the
now.
10 there.
Pop out. Yeah, there we go.
Pulls over there. Just.
Yeah.
There we go.
I hear another rock ult.
Yeah, crypto team scouting this. Might serve here.
Maybe. I think he probably just died out of the air.
Might get some stragglers running in here.
What time do we stop routing this?
I think we're chilling. I'm towering into after zone 1 closes.
Okay.
Alright, if they're just gonna rat, we're not watching that. That's fucking boring.
instead, they're rocking Seer and they're playing Edge. So
yo, Face, what's up? Warzone? Fuck, man. Nah, I'm honestly not feeling it, man. It's pretty fucking drunk and shit last night.
That's how they play the Southwest Zone. So
fucking kind of hungover and shit right now.
It's really interesting to see the change up in composition.
Slept all day. It's not feeling it.
With Guild being on the Loba,
Not feeling
and PS rocking the Loba as well, with Madness being on that pick. So
man, the audio is just off.
Caustic barrels while sharing some of this building space with this other squad that's on the other side. Looking to see if they have that opportunity. They don't want to get pinched though, so they're going to be taking their time. But Skittlecakes having that Devo, ooh, the gold Devo with the turbo ready, that's going to be disgusting. That's going to absolutely.
My 22nd lands on Wednesday.
Yep. Quick update for y'all.
You mean your birthday?
A lot about the changes between World's Edge, Storm Point in terms of legend picks, but the overall legend picks, well, we're going to have a 95% pick rate once again for Valkyrie. So there's one team, one brave team not running Valk. I want to know who it is. Can't think on the top of my head. Who is it? Watson. 11 teams picked Watson, 55% pick rate. 40% of teams picked Seer. So again, the Seer dominant meta that we expected coming into Pro League isn't necessarily coming to fruition.
Oh well.
A lot of diversity here. Horizon after that. Then we got 4 Newcastles, 4 Cryptos, 3 Lobas in the lobby, and then one of the following: 1 Caustic, Bloodhound, Gibraltar, Mad Maggie, and Bangalore on display here in World's Edge.
So the odd squad out that isn't running the Valkyrie is actually G2 because they're rocking the Horizon, Bloodhound, and Bangalore, which works for them because they land over by thermal station. So it's not like they have to utilize that skyward dive to get out of a tricky situation since they're already taking up that building to the south of thermal. So that's great news for them because they're always going to get ahead of the curve when it comes to these quick rotates since they know that they don't have the skyward dive.
Yeah, that's a good point. They're kind of the equivalent of Aurora, but in North America. They're a team that has just committing to a playstyle, which is hard edge. They're okay playing edge, staying edge, and doing whatever they need to have the best team composition to fight squads. And ultimately, you don't need a Valkyrie if you don't plan to rotate. And if you plan to just continue to walk in zones by playing edge, you can continue to run that Valkyrie.
What do you plan on doing for your birthday, Jay?
I think 3 or 4 teams in EMEA.
What do you plan on doing for your birthday, my man?
5% Valk pick rate. So again, you like to see some teams that feel like they don't need that get out of jail free card with a Falcol rotate.
Interesting as we see Team Smiley just taking up the space inside of this train tracks, setting up the fences as well. So you can take a look at where the circle is going to be pulling. So many Loba ults in that southern circle. 3 of them just kind of.
Yeah, you're just chilling now, but what are you doing for your birthday, dog? What are you doing for your birthday?
But it's the information from the crypto that is nice to know, because we don't really get to see crypto in North America very often. That EMP does delete the Seer ult, does delete the Watson fences if we do see way more Watson in the lobby, and also being able to scan that beacon without having to give up your position. That's extremely important. As you can see, Team Smiley, they're going to be able to do that, have that next circle positioning before they plan their next move.
Yep. Good call for Team Smiley as they'll continue to rotate through the west train tracks of Lava Siphon. Oxygen Esports right in front of them. I love this overhead map view that gives us all the intel. Sentinels, again, sticking to that hard edge comp. They're actually going to rotate all the way to Skyhook to scan that beacon as well and get themselves some information, but expect them to eventually clash with Liquid and FaZe just south of them.
FaZe looking to circle keep as well, playing from the north.
Having a piss up.
Wondering how Team Liquid's going to try to rotate into Optic Gaming.
You Brits, bro. You guys are funny.
None of these squads trying to overextend and give up some of that
Having
space,
a piss up.
Optic Gaming holding the inside part of this tree. Wondering who's sharing that.
That's funny.
Luminosity, who are probably to the south of them. None of these squads are going to overextend, because if they do, that's going to be the green light for the other remaining teams in the area to try to third party.
Will be the green light for the green wall.
Okay, I see you.
You're supposed to make fun of me, Vicky, for having a really, really bad joke, but I appreciate you laugh. That's how good of a person Vicky is. She just laughed at that joke, which was intentionally the worst joke of all time.
Oh,
wow.
no.
You just got such a good heart, Vicky. I appreciate it.
It's okay. I have to give you props for where it's due sometimes. It's sometimes funny. But,
Yeah, Caitlin, have a good night. Thanks for letting me know about Fabozi. Sorry, I didn't see that.
He's got the Cosmic Barrels set up here, setting up the trap on the other side of where Optic Gaming is. But both those teams aren't going to try to contest each other again, just because it's going to be...
Yeah, no, because Vicky's annoying. She is.
To try to third party
I'm a big fan.
Take that building away from them, as the circle's probably going to pull away towards the south, more so in the middle of tree. FaZe, though, playing the edge of the circle. This is a more edge-heavy team. They haven't had the day that I was expecting them to have. I mean, in a very similar case versus A versus C, we got to see them have a very standout performance in day number 2, but not having that same replicated performance in this day 5.
Yeah, and this is a team that's still finding their identity. Let's just be honest here. I mean, look, running crypto this time around, we obviously didn't see them on crypto in the last few pro leagues. On Stormpoint, Bangalore for Alberlelli, playing a lot more edge, so they're still finding their identity, still figuring out how they want to play.
Much love, bro. Much love. Maybe one day, you never know.
Don't have a lot of time here in pro league. Meanwhile, it's going to be the rotation coming through. Sentinels with Valkyrie got there quickly, and here comes
You never know, bro. Maybe one day I'll swing by the UK.
This is insane here, because now FaZe are in a sandwich situation that they were not expecting, because they did not expect Sentinels to get on top of them from the skyward dive. Now FaZe are sandwiched between Sentinels and Team Liquid. They could just drop down and rotate underneath the tunnel. Not too sure if that's what
Rocky, what? Just open the door, man. You do it all the time.
Team Liquid now are going to be able to counter.
You're so lazy, man.
Get closer into the circle while Sentinels are just trying to
You're
take
so lazy.
Yeah, and we've kind of previewed this fight between FaZe,
Get your ass
Liquid,
in here,
and
come on.
Sentinels. Well, here it is. FaZe is going to hit this Valkyrie, and this is
fucking
a
lazy,
high-risk
buddy.
reward moment. This is where you kind of roll the dice a little bit. Will FaZe get
You're
positioning?
so
Will they get
fucking
the
lazy,
spot that
bud.
will work out for them, or will they just fall to death? Here we go. How good are your Valk rotates, Slurping G? How good are your calls, Albert Lowe?
You're so
It's
fucking
the first
lazy.
test for them. And it looks like they'll find themselves a pretty good spot. Rock positioning, a lot of line of sight to help them, and FaZe
What's up?
survives for now.
It's not in the circle, but they're very close to it. They're right there by the edge, so they can just inch their way into that next circle. And with the Valkyrie ult and the Valkyrie passive, you were able to scan some of the teams that have already taken up some of the
Yo, what's up?
extra
Does he
space
know?
right on top of them. So that's information that they can work off of, checking to see if this building's clear, and it is, and this is going to work perfectly into their playstyle with the Watson. Snipedown's not going to be able to set up the fence line all around the inside of the
Let me
building.
see.
That's right. All right. So
me
great call
see.
right there from
Let me see,
Alberlelli.
G.
Again, earning his stripes as an IGL. A lot of discussion of Alberlelli as a top 7 IGL in the world, and he even came in and said, hold your horses. Not yet. I have a lot to prove still. I'm still learning every single day, and I agree with that. Obviously, he showed a lot of great things last Pro League where FaZe got second place, played really, really well overall. They got to stay consistent, and they got Rack Attack nearby. This would be a decent fight for FaZe if they decide to take it. Rockanisha's going to get tagged down to 58.
Oh, you just stepped around my nuts, dog. Jesus.
Rack, I believe, unless he's holding on to that shield.
Thanks, bud.
So we got FaZe and Rack Attack nearby with the bots rotating through. First attempt, Oxygen, and a few others in the vicinity.
Actually griefed their meds there too, wondering how they're going to utilize the crypto in this situation, just for intel and if the EMP comes out, because you could expect other squads to be close to FaZe. Probably squads trying to rotate from the southern side into that next circle. Rack does hear the other remaining squads in the area, but aren't poking just yet. First attempt at a fight now over on the other side, trying to see if they can find a way to close in the gap with this R301. You see the missile swarm off to the right, so if they fully extend it, they're going to be in the line of sight of another team.
Yeah, enemy with a lot of numbers. That's enemy Go, former member of Luminosity. Slept on, going to be taken out here. A team again that needed to perform today. They fall to the hands of LG. Here comes first attempt nearby. Again, former member of LG. Oh, good beam's gonna come through.
Man's dead.
That'll be the basically green light for this squad. His teammates to maybe push up. Saucer's gonna do exactly that. Oxyberry's gonna follow, and here comes the push. Almost gets the knock, not quite yet, but this team is just pushing right into the hands of where FaZe and Rack Attack are.
And it's Optic Gaming that are actually the ones suppressing them over on the other side. So while First Attempt are trying to fully send it onto this team, they have to watch out to their left because it's Optic Gaming who are taking chunks out of their health. They're backing up. They send up the Seer ult so that way they can have any information from any pushing squads. And they're going to try to utilize the Skyward Dive.
I live in Ontario.
Loses that on his shield.
I live near Toronto.
Down to 20 HP. If anyone decides to look up, they'll get themselves a free knock and free KP on an Amigo, but instead they rotate. But this is the get out of jail free card we talked about, right? This is a okay panic button. Let's hit a Valk ult and hope for the best. And guess what? That best is going to be center zone.
It's dead.
Not a lot of cover to work with.
Why is he saying right beside the arcs? Like,
Grenade
what?
after grenade. I would be surprised if he actually manages to survive, and he actually does. He avoids the Arc Star. He avoids the frag. At Space Station on the inside of this building have sent out that Seer ult to see where the other squads are. This may be G2 who are trying to.
Is that far from Calgary? Like, yeah, I'd have to fly.
Yeah, Space Station. Oh, gonna get a crack here initially. It's Space Station, G2, and 2 members of Complexity left alive in this fight. Only one team will make it. Who's it gonna be? Space Station, SSG, making it, trying to make a play. Nile tries to break ice, but G2, we know how good they are in these close range fights.
See if they can force their way inside this building, but Space Station have fenced it all the way up. Great defense.
That's
here.
what's up.
Prof
GG delay.
trying to take a look over to the left. They're playing at an Evo Shield disadvantage here as G2 are going to try to force their way in. You already see Jet right now, or rather, Desightful now pop.
15th place finish for NRG. Not the showing that they want. Look at the kill feed. Rack Attack out to the hands of FaZe. FaZe takes out all 3 members of Rack, and they will get all of the positioning here, but still have to rotate themselves. Meanwhile, this fight continues. Space Station, G2, all nearby. Complexity also in the vicinity. Again, only one team is going to survive, and this fight is just being prolonged here for just 48 more seconds.
Complexity just take it to the skies. You saw that Newcastle ult just taking it like he's a superhero, flying very high. And Space Station like, what's going on over here? We're just gonna stay put inside of this building.
Yeah, man, definitely give me a shout. Definitely give me a shout.
Start moving soon in less than 30 seconds.
No, we're gonna gamble with a little bit of a listen in here. My money's on Space Station to survive this fight. Let's jump into a listen in with Space Station Gaming.
Shit on. Hey. That's hilarious.
He's just sitting on height. Listen, we just pushed the choke late. I'm mech hitting. We have to push up here soon.
I have the armor swap. Yes, I know. I have the armor swap.
Okay, I'm mech hitting.
I'm batting. Do we not Valko?
No.
Okay,
We fight for the choke. It's a.
I'm a little behind.
He's not even here. He's not even here.
Okay.
He's not even here at all. We have it.
Nice. Coming up.
Yes, just set. There's a team right around this corner on the left.
Are you sure it's not the solo?
I have no idea. No fucking idea. The solo, yes.
No one behind us, right? No one behind us?
Back. You're good. We're good. I'm getting heartbeats on the left side now. I'm looking.
Okay.
It's two minimum. It's a full team, I think.
Just res.
He might have res, yeah.
I'm watching our back just in case.
We're good, bro.
Okay.
Be careful.
I'm backing up. It's multiple teams. I need heavy. Heavier like.
Here. I got a wingman.
Careful,
Grab all this hit. Grab all this heavy. Yes, grab all this heavy.
Ewing. We're still safe, boys. We have God spot.
Okay,
Yeah.
Look at how deep.
And Moose.
I'm fucking deep right now. Hold up.
Careful, they might swing. Just look.
God damn it, bro. Fucking internet's so bad.
We gambled correctly. Love that listening with Space Station. Freck showing why he is so underrated as an IGL, so decisive. And here comes a big fight though. Optic Gaming find themselves.
Frex, it wasn't even Frex that was talking. It was not.
Gonna take some damage here. Skittle's gonna get one knock to start. It's gonna be the LG.
Ooh, LG that was actually hanging out underneath him the whole time. Optic Gaming that were pinging another squad from afar and come out on top after this fight and delete Luminosity.
Damn, that's the number one team. Yeah. Number 1 and 2 just killed. Well, number 1 just killed number 2 in the leaderboards.
Nobody's looking at Duke right now here too. He's got the G7 from Big Mod. He's gonna be able to back up because Knock takes way too much damage. They're gonna try to reset here, but they have to start moving in less than 5 seconds now.
They got a Valcall.
If we could pull up the map, you'll see exactly how
right?
has to face this rotation. It's 100 Thieves up to their top left.
That's what I would do.
To their right, team 4 teams. Team Liquid, MPS, FaZe, and Oxygen. This is a tough rotate.
Got a Valcall.
Valk ult might be necessary. Valk
Yeah.
ult it will be. Here comes the rotate. They expect them to potentially try and take Godspot from Space Station. You heard SSG in the listen and say, we have Godspot, we have
Zoom him.
Optic trying to say,
Out of bounds.
Space Station immediately looks up.
What an angle to take the Skyward dive. They're gonna be playing underneath this building right here.
Yeah, that's exactly what I would have done too, baby.
They're gonna be trying to pressure out another squad off to the right side. You see
That was a great spot.
Team Liquid get eliminated in the kill feed as well. Optic Gaming in a really good position to work off.
That was a great spot, man. Damn, they're in the position to win this game now too. It's gonna come down between them and Liquid, bro. Depends where the circle pulls. Nah, dude, Skittles, Optic Gaming's gonna win this.
Again, this is all information in the kill feed, but 6
Optic's gonna win this. Unless they get, like, killed by another team, griefed by another team.
That last straggler out from Dark Zero, but Optic Gaming lose out on Nox.
Yeah, Vaxlon with the car just made an absolute play. Keyboard and mouse sensation right there, and Vax being the one to initiate.
Rocky, what?
100 Thieves.
Come here.
Now, gonna have a 3v2 against Optic. One member of Optic is gonna be sent flying. Duplex is gonna run immediately into his death. It's Shuby, the last member of
Bro, Optic died after that crazy Valcall. Man, that's what happens when you overpeak. That's what happens when you overpeak. Man just got fucking fried.
This building for so long has granted them passage into this next circle because the circle is going to be pulling.
God damn.
They're going to have to funnel out of here.
You should have just been complacent and holding in the back there, you know what I mean? Make yourself look big. Yo, what? Come here, buddy. What?
Use that cover to basically
What?
just reign supreme. Meanwhile, Dark Zero gonna actually finish the last rat of Shuby. He just stopped playing. He gets taken out. And now it comes down to 3 final teams. Dark Zero in a really bad spot right now. Somehow gonna reset barely. As actually, I take that back.
Dude, the dog is such a whiny little fuck sometimes.
Yep, it was just a matter of time. 100 Thieves, though, climbing their way to the top. Vaxon is going to be taking off ammo.
Damn.
It's not just yet, but look to your left. Armo gets taken out. It's only up to
Space Station, yep.
Space Station come out on top and take
How old
out
is Rocco? He's 2, bro.
Wow, and you see some body shots come through as well from SSG. You already know these guys are hyped up. You heard it and listen, and you heard.
He is 2. Like the most generic looking chick you've ever seen in your life. Unbelievable. Stream's lagging. Stream's lagging. Should be chilling now, right? Sharpie Cross Taffy. Nice. Rocky's a fucking Chihuahua Pug Cross. Chat, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab a glass of water, man. I'm a little parched. BRB. I'll throw in the audio for you, just for shits and gigs.
that because they want to be in the top 9 so that way they can make it to playoffs. They want to have an opportunity to be as dominating as they were when we had seen them at their top form. So Space Station taking that W is a really good look for them.
And you know what? I think this also, again, remember, they've only played 2 of the games that now we're seeing Team A already have 4 of. And in those placements, they got 5th place and they got 11th place. So maybe not exciting numbers, but consistent numbers. And obviously, the ability to win games. That's something that always has separated SSG for me specifically, the ability to win games. Frex and this squad, they kind of jumped in on Horizon on Stormpoint when that character was not really played very much, got no buffs, still has gotten no buffs. In fact, it's gotten nerfs and has only become more of a part of the meta. They were one of the first ones to claim that one in the new maps introductions. But again, the innovation, sometimes the buck stops when teams play too well, and you saw Optic Gaming have a chance to do it. Dark Zero, they looked like they had a chance to do it, Vicky, but at the end of the day, it was 100 Thieves and SSG who had better positions overall.
Yeah, seeing Space Station come out on top for a lot of these fights, they look very confident in that. And not only that, remember, game number 2, they lost that 1v1 versus Optic Gaming. They got 2nd place in that game. They finally claimed the dub in game number 4 on World's Edge. But this is one of those squads where they take game 1 on World's Edge, you can expect them to really pop off going on to game number 5, because they are basically one of those build-up squads.
Yeah, and let's see how the build-up has been built. Look at this, 9 kills and 12 points equals a 20-point bomb, 21-point bomb for Space Station. 100 Thieves right behind them with 18 points there. Dark Zero kind of getting off to the races. And MPS, a team that also, in my opinion, is somebody we need to talk a little bit more about. They placed 9th in the first time that we ended up seeing them, but they continue to kind of try to find themselves in higher positions, and they found 5th in day number 4. So these are really good showcases of what this team is able to do. I think we maybe haven't noticed them so much because their day 1 opener, they were actually placing 13th. So it wasn't anything to talk about. It was in that back half. Maybe NPS is a team we've got to shout out here as well, Vicky, as we take a look at the next page, bringing our bottom 10 of what happened here in game number 4.
Yeah, we definitely got to talk about MPS because they're also one of those squads on that borderline, sitting in 9th in the overall NA standings. As we take a look at the 2nd page, so G2 still stay on that 2nd page. Sentinels not having the best game on World's Edge, where I was actually expecting them to be a lot more confident and comfortable alongside NRG and Guard. I know NRG's been testing out different things, but have been having a pretty rough day for this day number 5.
0 points for the Guards, 0 points for Sentinels. Sometimes that just means a mismatch in terms of landing location. Sometimes it just means a mismatch in terms of how the groups like to play this and not leaning in towards your strengths. It'll be something they have to overcome if they want to continue this day. And as the day stands, 4 gone by, 5 coming up, and 6 to end it all. Sentinels, Luminosity, 100 Thieves, Optic Gaming, and Space Station round out our top 5. What will the rest of today hold? We will certainly find out, but we're going to take a quick break here, come back with game 5. Myself and Vicky Kitty will be on the cast to see who could set themselves up for an epic win. Apex Legends Global Series Monster Energy, your official energy drink for the ALGS.
Alright, Wicked, I'm back. Got me my cup of water. I got my stoned ass a few chips. A handful of chips. I'm back, boys. Yeah, some Zahab. Team Liquid just had a killer game. Some spaceship. World's Edge, game 5. 100 Thieves won a game earlier, actually. That's why they're doing so well. Luminosity won the first game. Wow. Apex Legends. Apex Pro League.
WD Black is the official storage partner of the Apex Legends Global Series.
To be honest, you don't like Apex? I mean, like, shit, you don't gotta watch, bro. You know what I mean?
Get the trumpets this time around, Vicky, or actually the.
Oh,
Yeah, like if you don't, if I'm streaming something and you don't like it, you don't gotta watch. You know what I mean? It's up to you, bro. Let's open a new window. You dig? Insomnia's on 251. Alright.
See, I feel like Luminosity is gonna stay consistent, and I feel like they've been having a pretty nice performance in being in that top 5 spot.
Oops, I'm gonna clip it.
By the way, Rainy, they're wind chimes. They're rather not wind chimes.
Wind chimes.
I was gonna say wind chimes originally because, you know, they're flowing in the wind,
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
just like fluttering the hands. You know what I mean? But like, they're part of the band.
They're those things you play with the stick, right? Basically, they look like wind chimes. I forget if they're actually called that. And you just run the silver stick across them back and forth to create that little melody. You're part of the band, you know. You're.
It's called an xylophone.
You know, somebody said you don't want a mad tambourine player. No one wants that. So there's a job. Everyone's got to do it. Sometimes you're on display.
Hey, respect, Jay.
It's definitely been the story of Liquid, of 100 Thieves, of LG.
Holy fuck.
In some ways, Complexity having some consistent performance.
I mean,
Space Station as well.
I was gonna stream zombies today, bro. But honestly, I'd much rather just watch this and then watch Insomnia hit 255. I feel as though that's a lot more like.
Where Optic Gaming are already sitting pretty.
That's a lot cooler.
And this is going to be a tricky circle. We've seen the circle end up to the southeast side of Lava Siphon, sometimes pulling towards the bridge between Lava Siphon and Big Mod. So like you said, this is definitely going to favor the likes of Optic Gaming.
In my opinion.
I'm looking at Dark Zero.
I'm an Apex fan, so
Siphon. I'm wondering if there's a beacon in that middle
I'm biased, you feel?
Lava Siphon. But something that Dark Zero has been doing to actually get ahead of the curve is these quick rotates. They immediately get the loot that they need, they get the beacon off of Rip, and then they're going to immediately rotate. So they're probably already going to situate themselves on the outskirts of Lava Siphon to the south, so that way they can predict where that final circle is going to be.
In many ways, Dark Zero is a team that can always beat you in a 3v3 if, you know, let Sharky and Jin Burton at Zero, who unequivocally is the best IGL in Apex Legends. You cannot discount the fact that when it's time to do it at LAN, he gets it done, whether he's got Jin Burton in his full squad or a sub. Either way, this is something that is not going to be disputed until another LAN happens, but it hasn't had the most exciting performance today. Only 17 points on the day, puts him in the back half of the lobby. Today might be, or this game might be, truly a changing point for them. They do have 2 more as NRG. What to say about them, Vicky? The pickup of Gilbert.
NRG in 16th. Ooh.
Hasn't been their day so far. Only 8 points. Haven't won a lot of 3v3s. Haven't made it to a lot of final 8s. Maybe this is the sign of something.
Oh, dude, come on.
They can do it. It's just a matter of, you know, when they stop
Kill
stopping
him.
themselves.
Fuck NRG, dude.
Yeah, the issue with NRG is that they've been getting double-digit placements. 17th, 13th, 13th, little to no KP, so they haven't really been able to build up their confidence. As we take a look at the guard, they got a crack. They're gonna be able to just back away from that fight though, because they know that they're making a lot of noise while other squads are in the middle of rotating. RKN though in a lot of trouble.
Literally a bullet.
With literally 1 health. He's gonna be able to take that W for right now. Hopefully the rest of the squads can help cover him, but it is energy that we were just
Yo, boys, tilt time.
and this is the spot that is
Genuinely hope 100 Thieves make it. They think they do something big under their belt. Fuck 100 Thieves, bro. I respect you though. I respect you for rooting for it. Yeah, for your team. But
Playing right now, and of course we are
I don't know.
Zero. That's the top frag, some of the best in the world. So you gotta get those results.
Fuck 100 Thieves.
Continues, and you give people the chance to have something to say about you. Right now, Dark Zero getting a chance to win a 3v3. Watson Fences making it tough for Jin Burton to peek his
they're a
head
really
in
good
and out.
team
They've
though,
got the
Jay.
defense there and the capability
They're a
to
super good
hold.
team, so
Sharky looking for an arc star. And it's going to bounce around that corner. It's going to do tons of damage.
they always
got
place
two
like
defenses
top
first,
5 at events.
Going to give them some time.
Or every event that they've been to.
Pass over to them.
They've always placed top 5, so
We got to make sure Nox and Duplex can hold it here, but it looks like they're getting aggressed on quite heavily. As Protectful up in your screen, actually
they're
goes
like a
down to
really
Sharky
good
from that
team.
earlier Dark Zero fight, and Sharky, it seems like, will take down Oxygen Esports as well. So a lot of action happening early game in game 5.
These guys are getting pinched. The optics getting pinched hard. They gotta get out, yeah.
Noct can't pull off the shield bat. Unfortunately, that seer attack is going to stop him short. He's just going to disengage right now. I love how Optic Gaming's playing extremely shoulder to shoulder, just so that way they can help get the reset. Rack Attack with the Heartbeat Sensor is just going to be able to peek to see which of these squads are going to try to overextend. You can see the Mad Maggie as well, the tactical coming in. Playing the Mad Maggie out here, though, is going to be interesting. We don't really get to see that very often, especially in these lobbies.
Yeah, and it tends to be maybe one of those things that's a lot riskier unless you are committed. And we have several teams that are, you know, committed. Aurora Gaming's committed to playing off meta legends. They'll run a Mad Maggie. They've done it even last season and even at playoffs and at LAN. We saw today, too, CLG committed to running the Catalyst. Will this be maybe the catalyst for their improvement in kind of their recognition across the board in North America? Because they've been a team that's been here. They've been in competitive Apex for a minute, but have not reached the upper echelons of respect, I think, in terms of some of the names that you consider favorites to win LANs, to win big events. Will that change? I think this is always a good way to do it, Vicky. You kind of put yourself on the map and make, you know, stake a claim. And sometimes it works out, and it really, really works out. And you kind of shift the way people think about the game. So chances across the board for all that. Not sure if the Maggie's going to take, but I sure would love to see more Catalyst.
Yeah, so something to change things up a bit. Even if it's not the Catalyst that they're bringing out to this game, it is going to be that Mad Maggie that Mamba's on. CLG are holding that choke point. That exit out of Big Mod into Geyser. You can see Optic Gaming holding onto the high ground of Big Mod. This is where Optic Gaming usually lands, and we saw already the chaos go down in Lava City between Dark Zero and Oxygen. Look how many teams are already in this next circle here, too. Very highly contested. Looking at Lava Siphon, looks like there's
like I said, I respect it, bro.
NRG and Luminosity, as we were
just a weird pick, that's all.
The best day that they really wanted to aim for.
The London Ravens.
It is something to expect when it comes to bringing something different to the table, but it's extremely risky if they want to secure their own spot for LAN.
The guard in the mix down below as well, and taking a look at the map will always bounce back in between. That is such an integral part of how you play Apex Legends. Right now we saw some early skirmishing, but it seems to have stopped with 19 squads still remaining. Round 1 about to close.
There's only one team dead.
Apex started that close a lot earlier in season 14, and it's continued in season 15 with some tweaks to how much damage it does. But the name of the game is just, you see where the circle's going to be, and you got to move a little bit faster if it's farther away from you, or take some storm damage. That's where the replicators come into handy for these players, and you'll see them sometimes just commit to staying in the zone a little bit longer. Teams like Team Liquid, Sentinels as well, first attempt, even G2 right now, in a possibility of that occurring. But the zone still.
Luminosity with the old school comp.
They got the time to kind of settle it out, Vicky. And Luminosity,
bro, this guy didn't even grab his bolt.
Jaguar is trying to get back inside of the safety of his team.
Yeah, Luminosity knows that NRG are right underneath them. I love Guild's priorities with that black market. It's all about getting that RE45. It's okay if you still have to rock the white Evo shield. It's fine. You can put down the blue Evo shields. Don't pick it up in the black market. It's all about that RE45. It's about making a statement with those disruptor rounds.
Luminosity.
The resucks.
On 37 points on the day. One of the favorites, I think, to take it. Vicky, you had them taking the win, and I certainly wouldn't disagree with you. I feel like Optic Gaming have put themselves in a good enough position, though, to maybe make a statement today in North America.
Your Thieves is in 3rd place right now.
The conversation just leans towards some of these bigger org names. And, you know, when TSM and when Optic are in the mix, you tend to talk about those two going head-to-head. You tend to put them in conversation with NRG, some competition. But it's nice to see this lobby here the way it is, because I feel like we're getting a real showcase of the personality of these teams isolated from any of that rivalry, right? They're just really playing.
Thieves right here.
Everyone is hustling for points. They know this is a day 5 that will impact quite a lot of changes here. And Sentinels can't say enough.
There's a lot of teams that are grouped up in the middle of the pack, like with similar point groupings. Like there's 3 teams with 35 points.
Especially when we talk about teams like MPS, the teams that aren't those big names that you would expect to stay consistent. The Optic Gaming, we haven't talked about them much before today because they've been rather quiet. Like
bro, I couldn't even tell you one person on that team, bro.
Great standout performance today is nice because is this the start?
They're usually just washed.
What they could do better.
Not gonna lie.
Instead of playing the edge of the circle, that hasn't been working out for them since we've seen them play more position than anything when Valkyrie was first starting to become a very
Did they have like Temp or something on their team?
On your team composition. 100 Thieves being another one of those squads to first utilize the Watson in Newcastle, and they're using it in such a unique way, which it works and plays into their own playstyle. Very passive, they're playing for positioning. You can see them gaining a lot more of those Evo shield charges just based on their weapon loadout with the longbow in Scurry's hands.
One of the things I think is so important about this team is they've committed to this Newcastle Watson Valkyrie lineup before anyone else. And you just flash back to LAN and you see, yes, first place, it screams a lot. Dark Zero back-to-back. Second place, well, that's the Furia Maniac run where they basically got more KP than, you know, anybody combined and ended up taking second place, $300,000 richer after all of that. But sitting in fifth place, a cool 100 grand, that was 100 Thieves. And they made the kind of statement of this is going to be the new meta. Since then, Newcastle has only gotten stronger. They've only committed to that more, and it has paid dividends for them.
Making stupid cash.
They show the lobby yet again that they might be sleeping on this meta. Sitting
They're making a livable wage.
I believe that this game could be the changing point for them here. As Liquid do a scout.
I never said they were washed.
Setting up.
They're probably better than me. I caught anyway.
Mid game here, Vicky.
Yeah, guys gotta slip and slide a little bit to avoid some of these stray shots from other squads that wanted to pinpoint your spot. After
I don't even like Call of Duty anymore though. Like, give me Black Ops 1, bro, and I'll roll ya.
Performance sitting overall in fifth
I like the older ones, the more
place.
simple ones, you know?
Always my favorite because this really is what determines how these squads should be playing, whether they should be playing extra aggressive. You can see with the Zero ult on the outskirts of this fence line that it's not going to get contested. It's not going to get broken by this other team inside. See the gravity, the black hole rather, coming in, and finally fully sending it out to Onmu, who was left by himself on the first.
That's 100 Thieves right there. One dead on 100 Thieves.
Doesn't come back. You know there's an army a little too.
Why are my views so low? I don't know. Oh no, 100 Thieves is getting wiped here. 100 Thieves is getting wiped. Devil May Cry? I mean, I'll give her a go at some point. I got other games I want to play first though. I want to play Spider-Man PS4. The next game I'm playing is Spider-Man on the PS4.
Heading into the next part of this game.
And then probably Ratchet and Clank up your arsenal after that.
He was not expecting Sentinels to just charge in and burst down. Not just
like, I got so many games I want to play, man.
Now Sentinels are going to be able to take up this building, get some extra loot. You can see
BO1 was peak first-person shooter. I have to agree, bro. That one. You can play Spider-Man on the PC now.
Sentinels in their new territory here, feeling good. Just moved in.
Yo, Tony, you have a good sleep, bro.
But they already know exactly where they.
Thanks for tuning in, man.
Standing in front. It's been a great overall performance from them. NRG and the choke point down below.
I'm gonna take a little break from God of War, and then I'm gonna go back and give God of War 2018 on Give Me God of War, and then I'm gonna go play the Ragnarok and 100% Ragnarok on Give Me God of War.
A little bit outside and trying to kind of control that zone, show presence.
Xena, what are the frames like, bro?
CLG switched off of the Catalyst, but look at this, Vicky. They brought in the Maggie and they've brought in the Loba. So really a lineup I'm not sure we've seen before here. This is two legends that have been off picks for more of a traditional squad, but maybe not together here with just the Valkyrie.
Try something different here. And when you highlight the squads that are playing on the outskirts of the circle right now, I'm looking at Slept on G2, first attempt who are trying to circle keep some of these teams like Sentinels, and other squads that are just trying to take a longer rotation to the south of Lava Siphon, because with CLG holding this choke point closer to Geyser, it's going to be difficult to make much noise and then safely get deeper into the circle with little to no cover after you exit out of that choke point.
Yeah, they have a really.
It works pretty well. But like, what's the frame rates? Like, what is the frame FPS? Do you know what the FPS actually is? Another game I just bought is Jedi Fallen Order. I want to play Jedi Fallen Order as well, bro, because I played it on the PlayStation, but I never 100%ed it, and I want 100% it for sure. That's the game I want 100%. I'm a huge Star Wars fan.
formerly of
I
Luminosity.
beat it on the
Now
hardest
found a
difficulty too.
team of his own, and as we
That game was fun. It wasn't even
here
hard.
they are. Fifth place squad trying to make it through the choke. They'll be okay here, Vicky, as they actually don't have anyone to their back, but making it out is going to be the issue because they're going to run into Team Smiley, Dark Zero, MPS, and Space Station outside of that choke. And that's just if they're lucky.
Yeah, I don't know how they're going to be able to get out of this.
Hey,
without
much
getting
love,
shot.
bro.
Maybe capitalizing off of
Play
a
some
fight
zombies,
happening
too.
inside that building where Dark Zero, Team Smiley, Space Station, MPS are all distracted, so they're not looking down the open mouth of that tunnel. I can see why Luminosity wanted to rotate in that direction. Looking at their team comp, they're playing close quarters, so it
You think
would
it was
allow
60?
the Caustic to elevate.
Because I have it on my
their gameplay
PS4,
with
you know what I
Caustic
mean?
girls, but now they're stuck inside of that cave.
I don't
for
really
this
want to
next
buy it
circle. So
again
we're
if I
gonna
don't have
see
to.
what
If it's not
Luminosity
like
plan to do to get out of the line of sight of the squad that's holding onto the rooftop over by
Here.
Lava City. So we take a look at Sentinel still putting in some
Spider-Man.
pressure. G2 on the outskirts design still rocking the blue Evo shield.
You want to step it up to purple at this point in the game. About to be round 5. Designful knows it. Doesn't have great weapons, no. I'll take that back. The wingman will certainly do the job there. Might not be as good as a Bocek bow or a G7 scout, but it'll certainly be able to poke from distance safely. As NRG find themselves the ones poking back at G2, and maybe it's a headshot or two that is just told Designful, this fight isn't worth it. There's too much danger on the other side of it. As Nathan and Gilderson's the newest member of NRG playing the Lobo will hold to this background, but they're gonna have to do something relatively soon, Vicky. They can't play this wall, and they want to clear G2 from behind their back because that's, of course, the team that can really play spoiler to them as they move forward. And so I wonder what NRG are going to do here. Are they going to push through for this? Are they going to wait for G2 to make a move? They will have to do something before NRG, so maybe patience is the name of the game here, and that's what Sweet's telling them.
They're gonna start moving soon. I wouldn't be surprised if we see the Skyward dive, because even if they walk into this next circle, they're gonna be playing off the low ground. We can expect a squad already underneath the bridge, so I think they are gonna have to take the Skyward dive.
As well as unlocked frame rate.
And look who has the high
Damn.
ground. It's gotta be Team
Alright.
Liquid with the Rampage all charged up. Say hello to my little friend. Is Nocturnal gonna back away?
We're buying that shit
CLG
right now.
can clean up from this lobby. 16 squads left, and expect this to be a bloodbath with the circle closing in.
Unreal. Liquid and Sentinels are fighting here. This is the fight you're looking at from above. Liquid have a full advantage, and I'm pretty sure they're going to get it down very, very soon. But over on the other side of things, NRG is also skyward dove, and they have found themselves well in front. And if you can see here from the kill feed, there are just a multitude of madness. I feel like I'm in the multiverse here and calling somebody to come assist me. You can see Liquid, none of that is paid attention to. They are just shooting down below on the Sentinels. This is what happens when you have a good position, Vicky. You just avoid all of that chaos late game of people trying to squeeze into places they don't belong.
You purposely put your squad in a position where your back is at least covered. You have that natural landform of the rock right to your back to ensure that you're not going to get sandwiched. You're going to ensure that any squad that does try to push you is also going to have their backs exposed to any of the squads that are rotating. RG, Team Smiley,
Dope.
Team 2, Space Station, Sentinel, and FaZe left.
There we go, baby.
We've been called by the CEO of Apex Legends, Imperial House, probably doing a watch party right now. The best IGL and the only one that he'd let coach his team and lead them to victory. Let's go ahead and take a listen in to what Liquid and NRG have to do in terms of their potential clash.
Hold aggressive on this! This is our problem!
They queued up into the spot.
Okay.
G2 is in here now.
There's a team. 80, 100, we need to focus this!
Okay.
This.
Okay. I only have 40 bullets of energy, bro.
Okay.
I'm 30 bullets of car. Alright, we're chilling.
We have to get this.
G2's up, looking at us.
Energy Sweet's going ham.
Nice.
G2 wasted Horizon Q, bro.
This is guard. They're going away. They missed their opportunity to EMP. They're going away.
G2 wasted Horizon Q. Yes.
G2.
We need to look at them. We need to look over.
Look at me now. Look at me now.
They're right here. They're right here.
I'm gonna ult. You ready?
Yep.
Bloodhound's at 80. Bloodhound's 80.
We don't drop. Don't drop.
Nade if you can.
Don't have any.
You can angle through the slit. They're all jumping.
We have to watch the Horizon Q here.
Yep.
They're about to do it. Right now. I have an angle on it.
So be careful. You're gonna shot in the back.
I'm stalling. They're gonna wait for the ult before they queue.
I'm shooting them.
Yeah. I don't have bullets to shoot them.
Okay.
I only have 70 bullets and then a charge, bro.
Yo, 76 on one? Holy shit. Drop on that.
They're gonna do it in a second.
You gotta drop on this, bro, and fly back up. Try and get that crack. Valkyrie's gotta drop.
Shoot the blood!
Blood 50.
Nice.
He dropped back down.
Guys,
Fucking.
it's one. They fell all the way down.
I'm on low. I'm playing low.
Drop me your spray. I need your spray gun.
Okay. Here.
I need your rampage. I have no ammo. I need your rampage or something. Crypto 80. Crypto 90.
Fence this all. Fence this all.
I don't have any bullets. Everything. I have no bullets.
None for what?
I literally.
These guys have no bullets, damn.
I can switch. Fucking fell again. We need to get these G2 kills. We need to get these G2 kills.
Yeah, I agree.
They have to queue up again, and they don't.
Do you need bats or no?
No.
Right here. Watch for this lift. They're gonna do it in a second. Lifting.
You're going.
Oh no, this is so done.
Has a flush. 100.
That's so good.
Bang, blood.
Blood one. Last guy's behind us somewhere. I punched him down. I'm batting.
Yep.
He's gonna die low ground.
He punched him down, bro.
You need to walk up.
He died his zone.
Trust me.
You have gold res. No, you have.
Res him.
They don't know he's down.
Yep.
I'm med kitting.
You can't medkit in this situation, brother. The other guy should have resed him.
And would you believe it, Team Liquid take down G2. All the meanwhile, the chaos.
SSG's still in this. FaZe is barely in it.
You thought they were in a tough spot. They have found themselves in a
NRG
spot here with FaZe up, now turning into
NRG's game to win.
Down ends up falling. We have 2 squads left. It is NRG versus Liquid for the win.
Did Team Liquid have the opportunity to reset? I don't think they did. Now Team Liquid are playing out of the health disadvantage, and NRG take the W for game number 5, where they.
Alrighty. That should put them up in the standings a bit. They probably had a decent kill game.
That are so great are not caught on camera, and that's when you're gonna have to go back to the VOD for. You might have to watch Sweet's channel because they had a skyward dive there that was equally as impressive as what Liquid did to fend off G2 and push in to make that top 2 spot. Both teams.
That man punched the guy back down,
at the
bro.
very end of it, Fallout, and welcome back, man. What a great ending to that game where we saw 2 teams, a lot of history, a lot of rivalry actually kind of built up. Now the 3v3 to go at it to finish off the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, I literally went upstairs, got myself a bowl of ice cream, put some chocolate syrup on it, and was just enjoying the heck out of that late game right there. I mean, Team Liquid versus G2, that fight, so unique. Moments like that are why you love Apex Legends. One of the most unique fights. There's a sliver in the train tracks that gives them the opportunity to get some damage in. Liquid playing that fight to perfection. G2 obviously doing what they can, but they get second place as a result. What we missed in all that, though, is how many kills did NRG get? I mean, they needed a big game. They certainly had it. A first place finish in game number 5, but the question, Vicky, is how many kills did they get? I think quite a few.
I'm curious as well because I didn't get to see since we tuned into them at the very end right there. But what Rainday was saying, they got the skyward dive on the outskirts of Lava City, did not get contested on the outer parts of the eggshell of that dome north of Lava City. And the fact that they still held that down and contested teams like FaZe, I want to see how the end of that game played out because we saw how intense that fight was between Team Liquid and G2, and it looked fantastic. But then there was always action happening on the southern side of that fight between NRG versus FaZe.
And that's the thing. That's why we literally call out Multiview, because you could have watched both of those perspectives. I'm sure the fans who had the idea, let me see NRG, let me see Liquid, saw that clash building, and it was just this great bit of theater that ended up ultimately in the best possible way you could have had, a 3v3 to finish it all. NRG 2, you know, really they made all that
G2 fucked up
for them during a skyward dive that happened right around now. There were 12 squads left. You could see, look at that kill feed that's happening. It's
one game
basically got
left
us to 7 squads, and that's when NRG found themselves near that eggshell. Liquid, though, had to do the work at the end of it, Fallout, and they had to make sure that they could get past G2, and it was not easy. G2, in a bad situation, made it very, very hard for Liquid to come out on top.
Yeah, that's right. Team Liquid ended up coming out on top overall, but it took them some time, and G2 obviously, you know, did enough damage, knocking one of them to put Liquid right on their back foot just slightly. That gave NRG the upper hand in this last fight. Ultimately, Liquid wins this one, and NRG takes out Space Station. This is the fight we didn't necessarily see. The SSG versus NRG skirmish. FaZe gets taken out, and NRG wins that fight and wins the late game with relative ease, Vicky.
Yeah, well, right here too, you saw them getting pinged right behind them because of the split fire from G2, and because of that, they had to immediately go into this final fight right here with the health disadvantage. That Energy was able to come out right on top after finishing off FaZe. They clean up FaZe, and then they cleaned up Team Liquid. Look at this, 17 kills. Are you
17 kills by NRG. That's fucking insane.
I mean, that not only biggest win of the day.
I almost killed a third of the lobby that game.
You know, might be.
I almost killed a third of the lobby.
I think Ascend, they won a lot, but they don't.
It's pretty crazy.
A 29 point today.
Yeah,
that's pretty crazy. You're gonna see a lot of zeros on the board for this one.
Kill game overall. Mia got pretty close. Mia has 19 total on the
That's fucking nuts.
But hands down the game for NRG. Not even a question.
Yeah, Vicky, I mean, look at this. Team Liquid FaZe actually having a nice performance. Space Station staying consistent, and G2 maybe waking up a little bit with the likes of Sentinel and Optic Gaming staying in there.
It's crazy. I'm still looking at that 17-point game for NRG. They had the game that they absolutely needed. Team Liquid still remaining consistent, though. Getting top 2 in this situation has allowed Team Liquid to feel pretty comfy in the group standings. Now, I'm wondering how this is going to skyrocket Energy in the overall standings as well, because before this game, I believe they were sitting at, what, 17th place before Game 5?
Well, let's take a look at the bottom half of things and teams that have maybe not been performing. You know, MPS was kind of edging their way up there.
What's up, my guy?
Good game, but they had a really tough couple of game 4 and 5s that really did not go their way. Once that moment on Storm Point happened and they were locked in with the Newcastle wall, maybe from Fun FPS, just a little bit of a mental shake-up as well as a physical shake-up and trying to slide over that one and still recovering. 100 Thieves, though, big disappointment for them in game 5, and let's see where it's landed every single person. Wow, NRG to 7th place, now vying with another 29-point game. It's possible they could win this entire day, guys. And I don't know, definitely looking like a top 3 placement is in the mix if they keep playing like this, Fallout.
Yeah, that's right. It's a big if. They got to do it here in game 6, but this has almost become the NRG blueprint, not necessarily the best blueprint to build a foundation on. It's not starting strong, finishing great. NRG with monstrous games. Their highs are so high, their lows are low.
Wow. NRG just boosted themselves into fucking 7th place.
Yes, 10 spots. That's 10 spots that Energy moved up in the overall leaderboards after that one game, game number 5, that huge game. As you can see, a playoff in the very end of this final circle in game number 5. You could see the Seer ult coming out from Team Liquid, so that way they could get all the information necessary. But they had little to no cover to work with, and they weren't able to fully reset before that previous fight.
That sucks.
Really just a performance to remember from NRG. And this is, you're right, John, kind of their blueprint. I'm not sure it's the blueprint that they want. It's the blueprint that a lot of their fans get frustrated with because it takes a long time to get going. But when they get going, you do feel like, man, maybe the wait was worth it. I hope so. And game 6 is not a low scoring, low placement game, because if they do turn another one around,
it's 7:47 for me.
That is going to say wonders for what NRG are willing to do and kind of heading into the back half of this, these day 5s through 8s.
Yeah, that's a good point. You know, one thing that's been so interesting with NRG, I think they're actually going to fare better in the second half of the split. Why? Because World's Edge and Stormpoint are going to flip. And I think they're a much better World's Edge team than they are a Stormpoint team. They're also a team of momentum. I think if they can get started strong, you heard Kashera say it in his interview, it's all momentum. If you win the first couple games or do well the first couple games, you ride that confidence to a high. Apex is a game of confidence. So I think NRG as a World's Edge team will benefit in the second half of the split, where World's Edge will be the first 3 maps. But here we are going into game 6. They have an opportunity of a lifetime to place top 3 in this competition. Right now, it's Space Station on top, Optic in second, Liquid in third, though.
Vicky, thoughts? I mean, heading into game 6, who do you have your eye on? You had mentioned Luminosity Gaming. They fell a little bit to the wayside. I think maybe in 8th place now overall. Do you still have your eye on them to take it all, or has your mind shifted?
I feel like my mind has shifted a bit. I actually think that my eyes have now kind of fixated on Optic Gaming. Despite them not having the performance that they have wanted in a circle that should favor them, I feel like they're starting to rearing up towards not playing so much edge and start playing more aggressively, which works into what Skittles, I feel like, as a player, really stands out in.
Sure thing. Well, Vicky, Fallout, thanks so much for letting us know what you think about it. Now it's time to see what happens. Get ready to enjoy a game 6 of hopefully epic proportions. Fallout, Vicky, take it away.
No longer time to think about it. Time to be about it. Game number 6. Once again, Apex family in the chat, blow it up right now. Let us know who you want to win Game 6. It's anyone's game at this point. With Space Station in first place with 53 points, NRG in 7th with 37. They need a monstrous game if they want a first place finish, but certainly in contention for the top 3.
It's going to be absolutely insane. And looking at where this circle is going to be pulling all the way over to the north side by Overlook team.
You're back in New York? Nice, Shaka. That's good to hear. Good to hear.
Control, so they're going to have that information for where this next circle is going to be pulling. Complexity as well. They're going to have the information from the beacon over by Fragment East. So they're going to move on from the loot in Fragment East and immediately start rotating. Maybe we'll see an early contention between Complexity versus Team Smiley.
That's right. On board now with NRG. And Nathan, after on the heels of a great game that we saw right there in game number 5, has to go back to back. They need another 19 or 17 kill, game if they want a 29-point win and a chance to win this day overall. Obviously, tough to do back to back. You know, NRG's capable of it, but they looked great in that game number 5 and have an opportunity here to do it again in game number 6. One team.
How was your trip, Shaka?
In terms of their performance today, not the best showing. We haven't watched a whole lot of them on screen. Has been Complexity, and Complexity is a team that came in 4th, and 4th place in their first 3 days of Pro League action, in 4th place overall. And as my friend Doug, the producer, said, it's like the Bermuda Triangle's of placement right now. Will Complexity be able to have a big game here in Game 6 to try and get some Pro League points out of the day?
I love how you had to give that credit to Doug out here. Okay, we talked about it a little bit in the break, and that Bermuda Triangle of the 4th place spots is not favoring Complexity this time around, because in the overall standings right before that previous game, they were sitting in 16th, and they're not looking as great as we were expecting from them. As you can see, Complexity now just trying to take the early positioning with the Skyward dive. You can see the pings coming online. We noted already before that that's exactly what Team Smiley already likes to rotate, so let's see where they're gonna go.
That's right. Well, early rotate here for Complexity again. Playing Newcastle, changing their playstyle up quite a bit from the old days of Bloodhound and Edge and Aggressive. Is the Complexity squad who instead opts for early rotate here on this zone, and will find themselves in a good position with the rotate.
What's up with these qualities, bro?
Your screen, so a good start for Dark Zero. So relatively quiet, or at least quietly performing consistently okay in today's competition.
CLG now trying to rotate around. We could see Oxygen, Complexity, Team Smiley, Optic Gaming already making their way into that next circle. CLG in a lot of trouble though. Demi having to drop all the way down. Looking great in terms of loot. You got the G7 and 3x scope, but you're getting pressured out by the squad over on the other side. The guard having to play this only as a solo for right now. Can Keon get away from that squad hanging out behind him?
And here we are in game 6 with the guard. You know, I again mentioned it. Had just a strange feeling that we wouldn't see a great showing from the guard. I hope it's not considered a caster's curse, but sometimes that caster's intuition is a little bit strong, as we've been here before. And unfortunately right now the guard needed a big game 6 and down to 1 player left. We'll see if they can get reses. We'll see if they can get it. See LG working their way back into Fragment.
Yeah, the guard just wasn't having it today.
Gonna try to have to restabilize with the med kit.
You got the
one,
the Canadian chair,
eh? Some additional loot at the same time to work with.
Yeah.
You know the squad to try to contest him over by Fragment West. We see a fight going on the outskirts of Overlook by that beacon.
You
it's the fight
know.
for the beacon that I was expecting a lot of these teams to actually contest for. MPS inside of one of these buildings that Shubi needs to back up.
Ooh, Shubi, nice shot.
Trying to give them some suppressed fire, but they got the black market, so it's not like they have to work very hard for that loot.
That's right. MPS, you know, very similar to Dark Zero, a team that has performed just consistently or quietly well throughout the entirety of the competition today. In 8th place right now, right next to NRG, and an opportunity, if they can get that res, to make some noise and, again, be one of the only unsigned teams within the top 5 leaving today's competition. MPS, formerly MPL, played with Luda on this team before he joined Esports Arena, has done really well all season long, and you know, we haven't given them enough kind of credibility or recognition. Very similar to Tripods, right now in the middle of the pack overall, but some very consistent performances, and looks like all 3 of them are alive and well. And you got to give respect where respect is due to Madness as an IGL who always finds a way to work his way back to the top after once being a dominant team on CLG. Madness now playing with Pow Pow, former great himself, alongside Shubi as the kind of rookie on this team.
Yeah, this is a team that's on the cusp. You know, they're 9th right now in the overall standings in North America. So this is a performance that they need to try to stay consistent in if they want to make it to land. So playing this patiently, rocking the Newcastle still and the Lobo that I'm Madness is rocking means that they're just going to be standing in that final circle positioning to just get all the loot necessary with that black market. 100 Thieves taking a page out of the same very book. They want to play for that positioning. They want to play into the Newcastle and Watson strength, just playing patiently, but they have to look to the 6 to any of the squads leaving Fragment East.
We're gonna have another slow start here. Only one team out in this competition. 19 squads still alive, and again with these northern zones, there's so much land available, an opportunity to rotate early. You see a lot of teams rotate fast, find themselves good positioning.
Still 19 squads left, few rats though.
That's already rotated. That's a really fast rotation coming through from FaZe. You see complexity on the far east side of the zone. They're going to call for an eastern zone pull, but then you have all of our teams playing edge. Looks like the guard, look all the way at the southwest side of your map, is rotating into the zone and might be finding themselves a res, question mark. We'll see if the guard can get their last 2 members alive. Meanwhile, G2, as you'd expect, playing edge, working their way over to Harvester.
Yeah, some squads playing.
The guard did just res too.
G2 making their way in. Luminosity as well, rotating from the direction of Geyser. First attempt, taking some shots though. While they are rotating from the northern side of Climatizer, I believe that was Sentinels that were taking some shots at them. But if they don't have the information of where the circle is going to be pulling, they're going to be gate kept by the likes of Sentinels, who are going to be able to have the high ground on top of this Pride Rock.
Or the crust. And the Sentinels roster still playing the same team composition. We saw them do some kind of wacky things this Pro League. They saw them run some Revenant at some point. A lot of different team compositions, trying some different things out with Lou on the squad. But back to the basics here with Tech currently filling in for this roster. It's going to be the kind of quote unquote what we call default comp, the most common team composition, which is
hasn't changed a bit. Nah.
For them.
It has for sure, bro. People used to play just Gibraltar, man.
Charge rifle right now in the hands of Crust. And Sentinels, I believe, another one of our few all mouse and keyboard teams. 100 Thieves, a full mouse and
it's
keyboard.
It's gross to see the fucking Sentinel, the charge rifle being used though.
And DMs, shout out to Noko. I wouldn't be kind of mentioning the private DMs if it wasn't for Noko being vocal on the topic, and rightfully so, around mouse and keyboard versus controller. Obviously a big debate. And, overall, I personally am of the belief that it's a pretty good balance in terms of pro play. There's a lot more controller players than keyboard and mouse players in the world, and I think that's why you see a lot more controller players in top Predator ranks, etc. But I think really at the pro level, a solid balance right now, just me personally at least, Vicky.
Yeah, it's nice to see the comparison between the two in the same lobby as well, because you could see some of the shots being taken. And what would you do just for some of that extra little lick of damage, of the 4 damage that the charge rifle gives you once it tickles you? Sometimes it can be absolutely tilting, but it's about sending a message, okay? Even for that 4 damage, it's not like it's gonna boost up your shield when you have 500 more damage so you get red, right?
Yeah, that's right. Drives you nuts. Thank goodness for pylons from P.O. Watson to help you with that 6 damage that was taken as you got tickled by the charge rifle here. 100 Thieves currently playing within trailer over in No Name or Respawn Village, just to the east of Fragment East.
This game's super slow, probably just because it's the last game.
Few other teams.
It's gonna be another game where all like the third ring starts moving in. There's gonna be like 7 teams that die all at once.
Looking at my side screen here, the overhead map with first attempt. Looks like they'll avoid that fight completely. Team Liquid will work their way into Fragment East.
Watch.
So 100 Thieves needs to be a little bit cautious of Liquid and first attempt just nearby. Space Station, FaZe, MPS are all the teams currently within Respawn Village.
Yeah, a lot of teams right here by that no-name spot. I'm wondering which of the teams are going to be exiting out of the southern point of the map, like Optic Gaming, who leave Big Mod, probably passing through the Geyser spot. Wondering how that's contested for a lot of the squads that are forced to actually go through Geyser, leaving Lava Siphon, if they've been getting circle kept by that choke point that's south of Fragment.
Can't lie, I never watch these for it.
Right to the left side of Geyser, G2 making
Apex is like the only one I watch.
That very similar choke point right now. Could be another squad right to their right, where they sometimes share some of that same land on the high ground, but this is the edge of the circle. So
it's because I used to literally play against like in the same lobbies as these people.
Yeah, meanwhile, Luminosity over in Geyser as they were
just playing ranked and shit
all the way from the south side of the map.
You used to watch Mortal Kombat?
Optic Gaming, who drops down.
Yo, Mortal Kombat too, yeah. Actually, I can't lie, I watched some Mortal Kombat too.
In a fight against Slept On.
That shit's pretty nuts.
Just to the left, and Optic Gaming. Speaking of which,
that shit's actually crazy. Mortal Kombat.
Fighting near each other. Luminosity launch site Optic over in Big Mod is going to be gatekeeping in the tunnel or the cave that leads over to Respawn Village. So Slept On, Luminosity, Optic, and
Slept On has 1 point. Get off of Slept On. These kids suck.
Similarly to what we saw with Space Station in game number 4, only one team is going to likely survive this rotation.
Be difficult. especially playing on the edge right here. Slept On understands the situation. They got the Bloodhound so they could get the scan to note how many people are on the high ground where Luminosity Gaming's position is, as well as the Caustic barrels. So that's going to let them know exactly what team it is, since we don't really see Caustic in these lobbies right now. And overall, in the Legends, we only have one Caustic in the entire lobby, so they'll know immediately that it is probably...
We do have winning today.
Holding on to this high ground, trying to circle keep down the 30-30 shots, finding a way to pepper down on that player, though, from the low ground.
Yeah, leveling up that Evo shield and kind of starting
Space
at least
Station
to
game.
initiate the inevitable that these two teams are ultimately going to have to fight eventually. Obviously, some time. And this is kind of the calm before the storm right now, as you still have another minute or two before this ring's going to collapse and force these fights. 19 squads still alive, but ultimately Slept On and Luminosity will have to fight. We'll see who ends up on top. Slept On in last place. Luminosity vying for a top 3 finish. Can Slept On be the ones that break the braids here of Luminosity? We'll obviously find out as this fight continues here in a bit.
Say to see this slow pace here for this final game as well. This is the situation of a lot of these teams understanding where they are in the overall standings right now. Luminosity taking their time. It was only Rack Attack that have fallen in this entire lobby. 19 squads still left. G2 in the fight, losing out on results, although.
That's right, resulted down and soon to be out. All up to Chaotic and Designful, the last two alive for their team. It looks like they'll actually know. As I think down to like barely 5 HP in his down or DBNO state, but Jen Burton is going to come through and clean up.
Team Liquid's in a good spot to win this game. Team Liquid and NRG are in good spots to win this game.
It's going to be pushing. It's going to be MPS getting some damage on DZ. They'll get some reses in already. Mad Maggie.
Those two teams are in good spots to win this game.
Just like that, DZ almost back to full.
Team Liquid or NRG.
Not too sure. COG still putting in some of the work with that G7.
Nope.
COG now taking a nice off angle. They got the Mad Maggie out. Wondering if we're going to see the Wrecking Ball to close in that gap, because on the other side of Dark Zero, we do know that it is MPS Slept On as well. All right, behind them,
Dark Zero just got wiped.
In, and they're going to get out of the line of sight of Slept On, so that way they could safely hug the side of the rock right here.
That's right. Dark Zero out of this lobby. So again, not going to be the best showing for DZ in the overall grand scheme of things today. Obviously a big decision, right? They leave APAC South where they basically had a free playoff spot. I mean, when I say free, they dominated that region for the likes of multiple years. So you would have expected them to be a top 3 team, top 5 team at least to qualify. And now they're in a very stacked North American lobby where they risk not qualifying for the Split 1 playoffs. Vicky, it's crazy to think about, but now switching over. FaZe getting eliminated, SSG taking them out. They win that fight against FaZe and SSG will survive.
What's up, Rocco?
The different pacing of the different regions, aside from the different compositions that we're also exposed to.
SSG's in a good spot too.
To see how different teams from other regions fare against one another, and that's why LAN is so beautiful, because that's what we get to see usually in a situation like that. A Space Station are going to be able to get the reset, they're going to be able to get the reses. You can see the fences getting put up by Frex at the same time too. Frex has had such a pop-off day, by the way. Just have to state this here from Space Station, who are sitting right now first in the overall group standings before this last game right now. Zanile as well, trying to match that with Frex, has been able to have a nice standout performance as a solo player.
LG is not winning
Luminosity
in that spot, I'll tell you that.
Inside of this truck with the Caustic barrel still up and alive, it's very limited.
They're not even in the circle there.
To work with, but they're still making it work with some fighting happening
Yeah,
inside
they're
these
gonna move in.
buildings.
Yeah, Sykes is going to get a charge rifle knock on CLG, so Liquid is in contention for another great showing here to potentially take first place. A lot at stake. 16 squads remain, and guess what? A lot of our top 4 teams, Optic, still alive. Space Station still alive. Team Liquid still alive. The Guard was able to work their way back into this competition. They're now fighting
Optic's dead.
here as we take a look at Luminosity taking out Optic Gaming. This might be the end of the green wall. And oh my goodness, Nox gets taken out. So does Skittle. Duplex last alive. The green wall crumbles in game 6.
Damn.
Like ducks out of the sky there too. The alley.
Oh, that was a dirty little shot.
Huge shots coming in from the Sentinel. The iron sights. The iron sights there.
Picked them off right there.
Still fighting some more of these knocks. The Guard. Nobody is safe in the line of sight of Luminosity.
That's right. LG is frying on this rotation. We talked about the
100 Thieves is killing it too.
That was the beginning of the storm, but guess what? This is a far and difficult rotation for many teams. Duplex the last alive.
Team Liquid still in it. Space Station still in it.
Can he rat his way to a top
100 Thieves still in it. Optic 1 player. Luminosity. The top 7 teams are still in it. 8 teams. 9. Yeah, the top 8 teams are still in it.
Between the 30,
That's crazy.
And the Senti shots here, it's scary situation. EMP gonna get unleashed.
That's actually crazy.
Sentinels are just gonna stand on top on the second floor of this building, get as much information as possible without having to burn that seer ult. They're inside this next circle. There's no reason for them to give up this space, so they're just trying to sit here to gain as much information as possible because they're sharing this building with NRG, who are playing off the low ground. Look at these Watson fences painting this bottom floor, and the Kraber in the hands of Sweet.
NRG, we said the need for a back-to-back game. Well, they have an opportunity here to do exactly that. However, they currently find themselves in zone with a fight against Sentinels right below or above them. It's Sentinels on their roof. Watson fences galore.
It stuns them.
Energy is well positioned, well poised.
It stuns them.
Meanwhile, Space Station, Luminosity.
No, it stuns them. It does like 25 damage and then it stuns you and it makes your screen full of electricity and shit. It's mad annoying. Mad annoying. It also it gets rid of aim assist. So if a player tries to shoot through that shit, they can't use their aim assist.
Finally out. They finally catch Duplex, the lone survivor of Optic Gaming, out in 13th place.
Denial, what are you guys doing, boys? SSG, what are you guys doing, boys?
Too much of your health for you to even survive in this, and unfortunately for Space Station,
Team number 1's outie.
on the edge of the circle and they can't make their way through.
That's right. Sykes
back to one.
Madness and Scurry go down as well. It is
Oxygen's out.
in the kill feed right now, with every single team basically losing one oxygen down to
Yeah,
none.
see, he hit the fence right there.
Well.
He hit the fence right there and it stunned his screen. And the thieves just died. Goddamn. LG is still in it.
1-by-1 as they fall. Luminosity come into our open arms. The knock grenade comes out. The thermites also come out. Everybody is getting choked out. The thermite getting the knock onto Monsoon. Ice Shining also getting deleted by that.
Complexity's dead.
The rest of Luminosity are looking to take another W under their belt.
That's right. LG performing in
Bro,
this
Luminosity might win this game.
We talked about Complexity earlier. We had our eyes on them as a team that didn't necessarily perform up to their expectations.
Yo, Luminosity might win this game. NRG's still in a good spot to win, though. They're still in a good spot to win. They predicted this circle pretty well.
Talked about their good positioning here in late game. Kraber in the hands right now of Sweet. What can you do with it?
Ooh, that would have been a nasty shot.
He's got a few bullets left in that Kraber. NRG are not going to be moving from this spot. They called out this circle amazingly. Good call from Sweet. The IGL here.
Yeah, that's what I said. It is a great call.
On the outskirts of this building, and it's gonna funnel everybody from the outskirts. CLG still rocking the Mad Maggie like we've been noting before. Rain Day and I were hyping up the different team compositions that CLG have been unique enough to bring out. And Nano also has the RE45 in his hand. So these two squads that are rocking the Lobos taking control over these legendary weapons.
Yeah, this is the weapon we highlighted in the WD Black What's in Your Pack segment to start the day. Can the RE45 bookend today with a finish and a win for CLG? They need it. They're currently pretty low in the overall standings, 13th place right now with 25 points. They get scanned right there by the Seer Q. 3 teams all nearby. Seer Ultimate goes down, and CLG with their unique team comp currently in a pretty rough spot with Sentinels right above them.
Yo, the Sentinels are popping off today, though. They're in 6th place.
See them finding that squad that's on top of the barrels. Energy still playing right underneath them. They get the knock onto Demi from CLG. Huge here as Sentinels are looking to claim heads, finishing off Demi's another point in their name. They need as many points as possible with their performance after today, and they're still looking to continue.
Oh no, this guy just got stuck.
Here, but gets stuck with the Arcstar, has to back away.
Yeah, Sentinels in 6th place right now. Needs a massive game 6 because they are in 28th place in the overall standings.
9th place, 9 teams left in the lobby still.
It all comes down to this last and final game. Sentinels controls their own fate, but they got to clutch it out here. NRG right below them. Can this Sentinels roster, with Tech filling in, showcase that they are the real deal? CLG gets taken out right now. Team Liquid still alive, as well as Luminosity Gaming.
8 squads left.
Sang getting these shots, though, with the Kraber himself. Off of Team Smiley, this is another team that had the positional advantage, getting right here over by Overlook. Nobody contests them in the big building on the outskirts of that hilltop.
Shield battery will be popped by Crust. This is just moments until we'll finally see if Sentinels will rise to the occasion or if NRG can go back-to-back. NPS eliminated, 7 squads left. Team Liquid and NRG both lighting it up in the kill feed. As guess what? Sweet gets the knock on Yazul, long range with the Kraber. Talk about the impact of the Kraber in these late game moments, Vicky.
Absolutely, that's exactly what Sweet wanted right here, but they're not going to give up that real estate that they're hanging out underneath Sentinels. They're going to stay put underneath that building. They're not going to give up this early space. You can see the shots being taken in by Team Smiley in that big building that we made mention of before. We saw that Sang had gotten some knocks with that sniper, as Nocturnal are still on the high ground, splitting up some of that space though with the rest of Team Liquid. They're looking for an opportunity because there's
That's gonna be a good nade right there. Look at how that fucking pushed him right out. Team Liquid might win this game, boys, like I said.
Lobby's gonna focus that. There's one. Sentinels cross, see you later. Senox, you're right after. Gilderson's you two, as it's going to be absolute carnage for those teams having to rotate. Team Liquid, though, sits on top of the cylinders with ultimate high ground in positioning.
Oh, the P20? The P20, yeah, the P20 is so bad.
Last time, well, they're doing it here today. A second place
the RE45. Oh, the RE45. RE45, yeah. They put the disruptor rounds from like season 2 on it. NRG's still in it and Team Liquid's still in it.
Still getting way more of these knocks than they were expecting here. Team Liquid have the positional advantage though, follow. They have the God Spot, they have the charge rifle, but they're gonna have to drop down eventually.
Sykes making an absolute campaign for MVP of the day here with his performance.
Luminosity's getting fried. Oh, they're dropping.
Oh my god, the damage from Sykes. Nocturnal needs to follow up. It's down to the duo. Knock and Fun. They're gonna eliminate the box from this lobby, but
see how he just got stunned by that fence?
Nocturnal last alive.
Oh, they have to try to focus here. Nocturnal being the only
solo. This man's dead. Woo! Dead. Yeah.
But he doesn't get the finish on Nocturnal, who's
Team Liquid's out. Complexity's still in it? Damn. Wow. NRG. NRG versus Luminosity end game here.
Sweet with the Kramers not missing. He's gonna connect for 150. See you later, Smiley. They're eliminated. NRG versus
this is NRG's game.
LG's gonna do it from a
nope.
terrible spot in that house and
yeah, NRG's game for sure. Back to back.
NRG goes back to back to close.
That should be good enough for number 1, I
You
think.
said it, you said
or at least number 3.
Another pop-off game, and they did just that.
Damn.
They're getting 17 kills in game 5. They take another dub in this final game to close out our day here in North America.
Damn.
Unbelievable showing right there as we welcome Rain Day back to the conversation. NRG does it. They go back to back. That should put them in the top 3, Evan. Space Station got taken
top 3,
out early.
yeah.
You wonder, is it enough?
I had myself muted again. I was just watching the action and screaming. I couldn't interrupt you guys while you were casting. My goodness, NRG, I think that they have put themselves in a great spot here to get a result that they're excited about. And I know that you guys are looking at NRG and their performance and going,
that's crazy.
Where does that land them? SSG did a lot too, and Liquid as well. I mean, look at all of our top performers kind of battling it out at the very end. I felt like this was a great way for us to close out this final game of day 5 and 2.
I just want to see the scoreboard, bud.
Make the statement. Back-to-back wins going into it, Vicky, and that's really what we asked. Could they turn it around, but could they really turn it around? One win and another flub, that wouldn't really count as NRG making a statement. I feel like this certainly did.
Yeah, it's the most NRG thing though too, because when we talk about teams that like to rear up, NRG, like what Fallout mentioned before going into Game 6, is a very momentum-based team. The moment Sweet has confidence, the moment they are feeling themselves, you can expect the rest of the day to go great for NRG. So coming off of such a huge game in game number 5 into game number 6, you saw what the game plan was from the very beginning. They had the Kraber in their hand, they had the building that they want to settle down in, and they had the team composition to play for final circle positioning. So with the Watson fences, they had no reason to actually give up any of that space, and they were able to get the KP that they needed with some of those Kraber shots from Sweet.
John, how do you feel? I mean, taking a look at Game 6, what's the
they immediately die.
For our day coming to a close?
Yeah, it was a terrible push for Darkzero.
It ain't over until someone sings. And guess what? Sweet Dreams gonna be singing that sweet melody here. We'll see where that puts them in the overall standings. But NRG games
Luminosity, not Luminosity. Space Station Gaming died so early.
Dominate with first place, finishes back-to-back wins, and that's what you love.
5,
competitive Apex.
255, 252.
Step up in
that's
the final 2 games of a series and work their way back up the standings. NRG did that. I just can't wait to see where that puts them. As you see here, Space Station out in 12th. You know, Optic got taken out relatively early, I think in like 9th or 10th or 11th. So overall, it's going to be an opportunity here for NRG to maybe take that first place spot. If not, Team Liquid will hold it.
That's what's up.
I feel like the top is very close right now, and that's the thing. You look at first place, I think being 59 points. I know NRG had above 50 before they won that game. What does that mean for them? Usually it's a 6-point swap because you get those 3 extra points for winning and you get the down of the 3 players that you're fighting. So that should be some tantalizing math coming up as well. But Sentinels, they played well too. Liquid, they had the high ground, which is typically a very dangerous spot here, Vicky, for anyone to play off of, and they were doing a great job. It just wasn't the day for Sykes to be able to clutch it up at the end.
Yeah, Sykes also splitting his attention to the squad that was right underneath them, beaming them.
Nocturnal
at the same time.
just choked.
Like, it was this one final fight.
Should've healed.
Nocturnal was one. Complexity on the other side.
Nocturnal should have just healed right there and just popped the cell or something.
But then falling down right afterwards. This is
Just need a little bit more health.
Luminosity was hiding behind that Nox gas, but it was NRG that played off of the location that crate so beautiful. You saw Sweet with the movement right there on the Valkyrie to get a nice off-angle position to win that game.
Well, it is.
They got 19 points off that. Luminosity still got 18
That's
though.
a good sign for Luminosity that they got that many points, especially since they were vying for some of the top.
Team
spots
Liquid
here.
even got
NRG
fucking
go back
12, bro.
to back, John,
That's not
and they set
bad.
themselves up for maybe a fantastic
I
finish.
mean,
That's right. Team Liquid does a lot though. 8 kills, 12.
I think
points
NRG
overall.
is
Should
gonna be
enough
like
for Liquid
4th
to take
place
first.
now.
I think that's a big I think, as we'll see the overall standings.
Third
here.
or
We'll still
fourth?
Look at the second page. Sentinels
Something
in
like that.
third place, or sorry, 3 points of placement, not enough. 5 total points. That'll put them down in maybe 6th, 7th, or 8th place overall. So not the data Sentinels needed necessarily either. 100 Thieves get 6 kills.
NRG
here in the
needed
first
to
page.
kill
We'll take
more
a look at
people.
the second page, Ray Day. It's going to be a storybook finish here in this late game. The thing I'm most confused about though is NRG had one knocked and they were in what seemed like a terrible spot. I don't know how they turned that around. It was really just a great game for them.
They have a great way of being able to turn.
No, that was just the play. Yo, Jay. Jay, that's just like the game, like where they played. The game they just played. The placement for the game. They're gonna show the standings here in a sec. This is the
Yeah, because
standings.
right before that game, they were sitting in first place, but look
NRG's
at
fourth.
We were able to do it by
1 point.
That
Wow.
1 point difference
Wow,
made
that's
everything
rough.
for Team Liquid to claim that
But they were
number one
third and now
spot
they're
over
6th.
Space Station in the overall results for today.
Wow, John.
Odds were
Liquid
rough. Team
finally
Liquid
do it.
won.
They
Team
take
Liquid
that
won. Look at
home
that,
and
boys.
a win here, but
Team
they
Liquid
make a
pulled it out
statement
by
against
1
NRG in
point.
their lobby as well,
That's
putting
crazy.
themselves within the likes of LG, TSM, and Guard as winners of North American Days.
That's crazy.
Insane showing from Liquid, but what a day it was. 4 points. That's it. A placement or 2. A few kills.
That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. The GOAT. And he is.
I honestly rather have it at 253 actually. Just because I can like cycle through the gobblegum. So 253 is more ideal. Even though 254 will be a little bit longer, but it's not that big of a difference. Because I know if 253 is bug round, I could like spam a little. I can spam ammo on 254. If I finish off 253, I'm not too sure if I will get a bug round at 254, so that's why it's not ideal, right? Because if I know bug rounds on 253, then I will grab max ammo at spawn room, right? Like I will grab it, but like if 254 is gonna be a bug round, you won't know that though. That's why.
That makes sense. This man's so smart. Man is so smart. It's crazy. Oh, I see me do this strat. I mean, I've played this map before with Suzuki watching me and shit, made up to like 78 or something like that. I just don't have enough commitment for a 255, especially on Black Ops 3. Definitely not on Black Ops 3.
Yeah, if 255 is bug round, I'll beat it, yeah. But that's just disgusting, though. Yeah, 3 more rounds, Chris. You already know it, man.
Man, this is nuts. Alright, boys, I'm gonna bounce. I'm gonna go watch Insomnia, so everyone go hop up in his stream. I'm just gonna watch him. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace, boys. Peace.